Hey, hey, you see the smoke, you know what time it is. Once again, we're back on a Thursday. We have been doing this on a Friday, so see if we can compete with Tim Heidecker and all those guys over there. I guess we have the same, the same audience. Good to see everybody. Good to be back with you. What else has been going on besides everything in the news? Man. You know, it's been keeping me up at night, which it shouldn't. You know, I really should get some sleep. Not worry about this kind of stuff. Not worry about it enough to where it has me losing sleep. But yeah, or buying weapons. We got Mr. Horatio back, and so I'm gonna go ahead and start us up. Oh, we got Mr. Kevin Dorff on there. So I can see if I can start us up. And, yeah. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Doing okay. Good to see you guys.
Good.
So I'm coming from you in the past. So, welcome, gentlemen. I'm today's butler. I'm only facilitating this discussion.
Thank you, Gerald.
Please bring out the Gerald. Please bring out the cigars and brandy. The gentleman would like to have a discussion.
Please. I mean, it is after 12, after all, in the East.
We got a lot of zesty topics to talk about.
Zest. Oh yeah, zest. I love that that term, zest. Where do you think that came from? I mean, it is. I guess it may have even come from the community itself, because living life with zest.
Oh, okay.
Well, zest is it's the very outside rind of an orange or a lemon that you use in cooking, where it's really strong. That's where the strong flavor is. Under the zest, you have the pith. And nobody wants pith, even though being pithy is nice. I'd rather have zest than be pithy.
Well, you have both.
So the outside of Dutch, the outside of bread is called the crust. What's the inside of bread called?
Bread.
The filling? I don't know. Yeah,
the crumb.
The meat.
The crumb.
The flesh,
the crumb.
The flesh of the bread.
The flesh.
Yeah, the crumb. The crumb and the crust.
Who said when you have a crumb, you have one crumb, but when you break a crumb in half, you don't have two half crumbs, you have two crumbs.
Oh, yeah, you don't. You demi-crumb.
Well, if
you break that in half, you have a hemi-demi-crumb.
And
it just goes
which
from
reminds
hemi,
me of
demi,
Zeno's
semi-crumb.
crumb. Zeno said that a crumb could never be swept up because there's always another half a crumb to be left behind.
Okay.
Don't tell us we're xenophobes.
We as a people.
If you could get rid of the delay, this would be like the Marx Brothers.
Marx Brothers are very lucky they didn't have to deal with delay like this.
They
got away with a lot of stuff.
Zeppo was on permanent delay. The rest were in real time. Zeppo was always.
That's what made him
step
great.
by.
If you put Zeppo in a normal comedy troupe, he's a star. But around the Marx Brothers, he's Zeppo. I'm just saying, we're grading on a curve.
You mean
Gummo
Chico
would
or
have
Zeppo?
started-
I mean Zeppo.
And Gummo didn't
Zeppo
even
the
try.
straight man.
He said no.
Yeah.
He was beyond straight.
He's beyond. I know. He's just like, I'm just not
He
going to
wasn't-
try to be funny. I'm just not.
He was
gonna
like adopted. Yeah, they found him on the street. He's just like this Irish orphan.
What good is he?
Come on, there's no way he was adopted. Have you seen that? They've all got that same. All got the same nose.
Well, at some point
Well,
they
he
had
was-
to go. They do have
He
to
was
go.
living a normal life while the rest of them were on the road. You know, that's probably
There
what
you
it is.
go.
They had him
Yeah.
out there.
That's
They were on the
right.
road, and then
Yes, didn't he become?
kid was
more-
just living a normal New
he
York
ran
life.
He ran the numbers. He became more of a producer, I think.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
I'm sure at
Manager.
some point somebody had to go. Like, we can't all be the clowns. You know, I mean, I've talked about
Right.
that before.
Some of us has to be an administrator here, and we nominate you, Zeppo.
right?
Yeah, someone always. Well, in those movies, there's always the gallant, the hero, the man, and so they were like, "Well, Zeppo isn't bad looking," so they did squeeze him in once or twice
Yeah.
to be that guy,
Yeah.
the forlorn,
while
love
the
struck.
clowns are running around, and there's a guy that's actually
Well, they're all
falling in
fucking
love.
around, trying to fuck fat ladies, sexually harassing everyone that works at the place.
Oh,
You know how John
And
Lennon
then
talked
Chico's
about-
trying to rip everybody off.
and ripping everyone off blind.
Yeah.
He's
You know
like
how
a
John Lennon
scammer. He's
joked
always
about-
trying to get like, you know.
I used to think I was like, why is there a Puerto Rican one?
Chico.
You don't want to know.
He reminded me of Juan Epstein from Welcome Back Kotter.
Oh, yeah,
Well, there you
a
go.
little bit.
Another great Jewish Puerto Rican.
Oh,
No, he
Robert
went,
Hedges.
Chico went for the cultural appropriation and decided could be an Italian gentleman,
oh that's right.
thieving
yeah. He was-
Italian.
Did you say
forgot
an
he was
Italian jit?
Italian gentleman.
I did not say Jip. I did not.
Jen.
Oh, gent.
Gent.
Yeah,
I said gentleman.
but he was a bit of a jit in those times,
He's-
in those days. What you'd say?
Well, Harpo was
In the-
sort of the
in-
gypsy, you know.
In the parlance of the
Like-
time,
No,
he's a hunky.
Harpo was just nuts.
Did
Yeah,
you say
Harpo was
A hunky is. Are we talking about
He's a
Zeppo
H-U-N
again?
No,
A
Chico
hunky.
is
I've
a
heard
classic hunky. Hunky, a hunky. Anyone that is from Europe but not British or German.
It came from Hungarian.
and what?
but,
Wow. That's so
From
specific.
the Austro-Hungarian Empire.
yeah.
So there, he's anyone that isn't from Germany or England is a hunky. In that period.
Well,
And if somebody black heard it and they were like, all white people, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
I heard them
that's where
calling
hunky came from.
heard them calling
I
each
don't-
other
Yeah.
that.
I'm just
yeah,
gonna-
they seem to
I'm
be
just gonna
offended when
save
they
time.
call each other that, so that must work. Yeah.
Yeah, seems
Dorff's
that
here
they
to
like
save
it.
time.
Yeah. And then that's I think black folks were like, it just saves time to call them all hunkies, so unless there's a problem, I'm gonna
It's
do
like-
that.
Yeah, there was a discussion. It's like Hungarian.
Gavel.
Yeah. Hungarian. All of them.
Yeah. Come on. I have things to do.
What's the difference?
Gavel. And meeting over. The
Now back to church stuff.
I know.
Now back to
Yeah.
church services.
NAACP meeting. What are we gonna call
Back-
it?
back-
What derogatory term can we come up with for these devils?
Can we get back to making up long church names?
Cracker confuses people on the north because it's just like a saltine. Something else.
Very serious meeting that
think-
we're having.
I think cracker's one of those terms that only makes sense when you hear the person who's supposed to use it. Because if I called like Mike
Yeah.
a cracker, it's not going to land. But
No.
it lands better when the person who's supposed to use it uses it. And it's like, oh, now I get it. Yeah, that is insulting. Yeah, like that hurts.
Well, the read has something to do with it.
Yeah, the absolute
Much.
X factor just matters.
You can't.
Yeah,
well,
that reminds
you
me
can't
of
call
that
him.
reminds me of the OJ trial. The OJ trial where they read back that he said, "I would never wear those ugly ass shoes."
What do you say? Ugly ass?
Yeah.
They were reading back the transcript, and he said, "I would never wear those ugly ass shoes."
The jury's like,
Yeah.
boo. like when the Fat Albert gang gives the huge thumbs down.
How long did you own the ass shoes before?
You know that
What's that?
that guitar?
Yeah, I'll get it for you. I was just thinking about that sound in the Cosby
The
Show.
guitar, the vamp.
Uh-huh.
That opening guitar
Sting.
vamp when they show the bleakness of Philly. I think about that all the time.
I bought
It's
the
so
CD
great
of that, like the best of the.
I have that CD. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I had a CD of that.
When
The
I sometimes
best of
when I
the
just
week.
come
What were
out
they
in
called?
LA and I'm just like
Fat Albert Band.
going somewhere in LA, I just look out the window and it just instantly goes wow, wow, wow. It's super applicable. Wow, 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 wow.
We
Just
had time for a
radiators
long
sticking out of the
music
ground all over the
at
place.
time.
Just tons of radiators sticking out of the ground.
So many radiators.
That vacant
People would
lot.
just throw out
Yeah, I know.
radiators.
So many radiators.
People were using them to like play as instruments. They were just sticking out of the ground. A lot of torn down buildings.
and old
Come on,
standing
don't you
lamps
remember?
apparently.
Don't remember when you were a
Yeah.
kid and you made toys out of radiators? They only weigh 45 pounds.
That's why I was always reaching for the disused standing lamp, which there was a lot of in Fat Albert. There's a lot of standing lamps lying around.
Radiators were tough to do anything with because you can't throw them around. You can't throw them at things. You can't break things with them. You could maybe put them in the middle of the street to try to fuck someone's car up, but
And you can't break a radiator.
Well,
When you throw a radiator off the wall, when it falls, it doesn't break. So it's no fun. It's not like breaking bottles.
Yeah. Wall falls there.
Something that cooperates.
that's why that's you're supposed to chain yourself to a radiator when you jump off a building.
That's when you throw yourself in.
Wow.
You hang yourself off a building.
Wow.
Wow. Whenever on Fat Albert,
Looks like the gang
What
has
does
a
it
lot
say?
to learn about jumping off a building.
Teach you how to do.
It always
teach you how to
fucking
do
gets
it right.
me. I love it. It's so sucky.
What's
Cons
that?
ended
I
up
can't
being
see.
such a-
You can't hear it.
What are we
What
looking
can
at?
we get for
See, man.
63 cents? Yeah, that's
They use
Yeah.
this in that
yeah, Boogie Down Production.
Boogie.
What can we get for 63 cents?
yeah.
Which is a great sample.
I don't know what's going on
What
with my
can we
sound.
get for
Oh, well.
63 cents. Oh, that's a good album too. It's just so inspired to use it.
I always not all. I'd get into a nice feeling where I would answer my phone every time anyone called me. I'd be like, "Boogie Down Productions."
How can I connect you?
Productions. Well, let me take this time to congratulate one of our brohams in business, Kevin Dorff, was nominated with his cohorts.
The music's perfect. Keep going.
Yeah, you can play this music for I think it's called Late Night with Jason Kelsey. The crew has been nominated for Best Writing
Very nice.
of a musical or variety series for the SAG Awards. Congratulations, Kevin. Kevin Dorff,
Thank you, man.
John Glazer, Tammy, and Andy Blitt. All nominated.
All right,
Congratulations,
the old crew.
Dorfo.
Thanks, man. Wow, 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 wow.
Are you gonna wear your
Best.
Are you gonna wear your Kings of Comedy jacket to the SAG Awards?
I'm bringing a radiator. I know that much.
Because if you
You
don't
better bring
win,
a radiator home, goddammit.
Out of the wall.
I was just thinking about that. I was looking at some video of people in Philadelphia, and they were just standing on the corner, and I'm like, "Are they playing Buck Buck?" I don't know if you remember that. That made up game that he came. Like, what
Buck
fucking
Buck.
kind of who will play that game?
We played
Hold on to
Buck
a
Buck,
pole.
honestly, in my neighborhood.
And jump on each other's back.
Yeah, you'd make like a human centipede, and you'd jump on people's backs, and then at some point you tried to like fucking break it by really jumping high and landing on someone's back. It was kind of weird gay nonsense, to be honest.
Oh, that
Because you're
sounds
just
like a
mounting your
vertical version
friends.
of Red Rover. Am I wrong?
Rover? You
make
put
up-
your arms around a tree, and then one guy would jump, and then he'd grab your waist, and so you just made a train of people. And then you'd save your fattest guy for the end.
That's right. That's right.
Try to break the team.
It's all on the album. It's all
on his album.
It'll tell you exactly how the game is played, how it works.
How all the rules.
And that's where he introduces Fat Albert. He was the greatest Buck player of all time, right?
I remember saying to my friends, I
I
was like,
talk
"Hey,
about
let's try to
that.
play
Are you
this."
talking
I'm
about my album?
Fuck you. What's that? What'd you say?
Are you guys talking about my album, the Rules of Buck Buck?
No.
I'm selling it on Amazon. It's self-produced, self-published.
Is Buck on To Russell, My Brother Whom I Slept With? I think it is.
Yes.
Or it's on one of them.
It's
on To
on
Russell.
that album, yeah.
And that album was so key and so great that we didn't know what Buck was, but when we heard the album, we went outside and tried to play it.
That's right. Yeah.
Of course we tried.
Broken back.
Did you guys sketch? Did you guys sketch in Detroit?
Holding the back of a car and sliding on the back of the car? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Of course, he must have. All winter cities that were fucked up.
Yeah.
But some motherfucker must have invented it.
Especially on the bus, because they can't see you on the bus. You can get in the car. You can
and you can
hold on.
Yeah, that shit was fun. And then the person would get mad, and then you'd throw snowballs at him.
Yeah, the amazing thing about sketching
the guy would come out of his car. Fuck out of here.
It's great how much risk you're taking for the very small reward of going about 30 yards on your feet. Just sliding.
No, right. I know.
It's
an
also
insane amount of risk.
It's also most inner city kids can't go skiing ever, so they see skiing as this glamorous thing on TV, and they're like, "I want some."
Yeah.
And so you just jump on the back of it. And plus, if it's snowing, you're not going that fast. That's the thing too.
Yeah.
So if my kids were like, "Hey, do you want to?" My kid was like, "Hey, can we go sketching?" I'd be like, "How?" Yes, there's enough snow. You guys can go. Make sure none of your clothes has strings on it, so you don't get attached.
Attached to the thing. Well, the new thing is now sketching ice. You hitch on the back of them, and they jump out and fucking try to shoot you.
Oh shit! Sketching ice.
The reason sketching works and doesn't work anymore is because kids don't wear dress shoes to school.
But Kevin, you're forgetting that 90% of us had worn out Converse. that had super slide action.
Absolutely. If your chucks are all old and shit, it'll work fine, no problem.
But then you got to put a bread bag over your feet so your feet don't freeze.
Man, you
But
kidding
I
me?
went to
We did
Catholic
bread
school, and
bags.
we had no chance of wearing gym shoes to school in Catholic school. It was not going to happen. So sketching was no problem because we had dress shoes on.
Well, those shitty zip up
Yeah, even better.
snowmobile boots that you used to get, those they're slippery when you first get like rubber boots. You could slide all day in those things. Man. I don't know what good those things were for.
Snow boots, like the
snow boots, yeah.
The silver ones that we all had.
Yeah, ones like you guys zip up on the side, like they're rubber.
They're like
the
moon boots.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about rubbers, galoshes?
Not galoshes, no. It was rubber like snow boots.
Like the moon boots that everybody had in the 80s. I don't know if I know I had a pair from Target. Not Target, but Turnstile probably.
I lived in
Looks
the
like
I
the
also
gang
had like
has a lot.
babies.
The gang has a lot to learn about.
Looks like the gang has a lot to learn about sketching.
We used to, when the trucks would drive by our house in the winter, we'd throw snowballs at them. Innocent fun, right? So there's a truck coming. We're all going to hit the side of the big semi with a snowball. My aim is not the best. And I hit the fellow in the passenger seat right in the face, right in the side of the head with a snowball. I felt terrible.
Some kids got me in the water. I had a convertible for years, and kids got me with a water balloon. I was just like, if I wasn't like this was my car, I would think that was the funniest thing in the world. That they waited for somebody with a convertible to fucking get me with a water balloon, and it didn't get me. It hit my windshield. I still got wet, but it didn't get me. If it had got me, then it would have been perfect. But I was just like, damn it, like, gotta give them respect. Gotta respect it. Good one,
right?
But.
Yeah.
Also,
if I wasn't an adult,
I know.
If I wasn't an adult and that were filled with piss, this would be a whole different situation. But good job, kids.
Yeah. We would take snowballs, dip them in water and then freeze them, and then throw them from our second floor window. And if you think about it, it's like that's just throwing a brick onto something. That's just such a vile destruction of property.
Why? I got hit with a snowball with a rock in it, and I was just like the kid when he hit me with it. And I was like, why? Why not just throw the fucking rock? Why hit? Why
on the Cosby album? Exactly. This is also on the Cosby album. This is the same thing that happened.
Why put a rock
kept
in the
snowball in his freezer?
Right. Make it lethal.
Kept the snowball in his freezer.
Now, the Sands boys aren't playing with a full deck, obviously. Well, the Sands boys are taking jokes a bit too far.
Yeah, there was always one kid.
They'll soon learn.
Fellers, let me tell you a tale. There's a girl down south. Her name was Big Red. She had this car, but the windshield wiper thing was busted. And when you press the windshield fluid button, it just sprayed. It just sprayed like a urine jet of water and stuff and gunk. One day, one of our asshole teachers, somehow through Providence, was in a convertible and it was right in front of us at a stoplight. And Brett LeBeau just hit that button and would not let go for anything. And the teacher turned around, yeah, funny joke. But then it wouldn't stop. And on it went, on and on. Nice long urination.
Yeah, when I was in the 8th grade, a teacher got hit in the head with a dildo. And that was the funniest thing to me. I could that just the image of him. He was writing on the board and he turned around, and right when he turned around, it hit him in the fucking forehead. I was just like, I can't. I can die now. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Rubber dick.
Oh my
God! My science teacher used to like to. If a kid fell asleep, when a kid fell asleep in class, my science teacher would whip an eraser at them. He thought it was funny. Well, the kid falls asleep in biology class. Mr. Bannon whips the eraser at him, and it curved, and it hit like the nicest, sweetest A student in the class. Of course, in the face. It just looked like just a humiliation out of nowhere.
As many
He
of
gave
us
up
know,
practice shortly
you
after.
you cannot throw things. You learn that as you get to as an adult. You think you'd learn as a child, but anytime you throw something inconsequential will happen.
This one
Always,
backfired.
always, always.
It's no dildo in the head. I'm sorry.
It's part of the nature of the world. Like it's made to hurt something if you throw something. That's how we
It's
that's how we
true.
protected
Or to
ourselves. That's how we
humiliate.
conquered.
I
Both
convinced
all
my
three.
friends to. I convinced my friends to egg a house. This is the best. This is the best trick. So I've got all my friends. I'm like, we gotta egg this house. Get them all together. I get all the eggs. We go to run to go throw the egg the house. Everybody hits me in the back with eggs. I
Betrayed.
fuck up my throw, and it goes right through. The egg goes right through this plate glass window because I was gonna try to throw it in the house. I wasn't trying to hit the
Oh,
house. Right through the window. Because
oh!
it's like, don't throw
You
things.
should you should have just got up and been like, "Did you see those black guys? What they did?
Not
They
only
threw
did I
eggs
get
at us."
Guys.
a bag full of egg goo, but now I got in trouble. I'm the only one that threw the thing that went through the window.
That's what I'm saying. You should have said, "They fucking hit me. Check that out." They got you.
These crazy fucking hitting people and
Sue
windows.
them. Sue
It's
them.
true. That is a good argument that someone else did it. Because
I did that
that
one.
happened to me,
I
Jerry.
threw a.
Jerry, one time we decided to throw stones at Mrs. Kelly's bumper of her car because she was the crossing guard, so we didn't like her. And we're innocently throwing stones at her bumper. And of course, my famous bad aim, my first throw curves and shatters her windshield, her rear windshield.
Yes, of course.
Windshields, when we were kids, windshields were made from the same glass they make 40-watt light bulbs out of now.
I lit up.
Only made to
Wait,
shatter
wait.
and cut you. That's only.
One time where I was out in front of Second City by the North Avenue entrance, and I took out like a brick of firecrackers, and I was with Aaron, fucking around, our stage manager, and I threw a pack in his car, and we're all laughing, and then I just lit the rest of them and threw them in front of Second City, and it's fucking a brick of firecrackers. So he takes off. And then the cops pull up like 5 minutes later, and then I said, "You shoot that guy. He went that way." So I just acted like some asshole that was on the street and about. It was like a silent movie. I'm like, "No, not me, over there." But I didn't narc on Aaron. I told him to go the other way. They fell for it.
And you didn't run, which is good.
No, I sat like right by her, like, "Oh man." 27 years old at the time.
Yeah. Best thing. That was, by the way, you were coming to work when that happened. That wasn't you goofing off in between periods at school. You were going to your job. So you start the whole story with, "So I was 27 and I was working somewhere, so I threw a brick of firecrackers at the front door."
Believe it or not, it was after drinking.
I used to tell this about the kind of shit that people can get away with. Of course, Jay Johnston, our friend who was who got pardoned for January 6th, but he when I first came to L.A., I was riding with him in L.A. down Hollywood Boulevard, right in the middle of Hollywood, and we see Tommy Blacha in front of us in traffic. And he was riding a Jeep, and Jay had a funny idea to jump out of his car in the middle of traffic and jump in the back of Tommy's Jeep. And Tommy's like, "What the fuck?" Well, a cop was coming by, So his cop is like, is a black cop too. Like, what the fuck? Like he stops and pulls Dirty J over. Like, what the fuck's going on? It's like, oh, that's my friend. We were just joking around or whatever. He's like, but you can't do that. You're at a traffic light. This is Hollywood Boulevard. Let me see your license. Jay's like license is 2 years. 2 years expired. 2 years expired.
Only 2 years.
And not even in that state, in Illinois.
Right.
He's like, what, man? Man, get your license done, man. And he left. I was just like, what the are you fucking kidding me? You leaving? No ticket, nothing? Man, you get that fixed, man. What's going on? Bye.
Goodbye. That's so funny.
It's absurd because in Illinois, if he had run if we had the systems we had now, he'd run that license. Like, not only is it expired, but in Illinois, you're wanted for cutting off 4 different Denver boots. 4
boots off the car.
The boots were called the Denver boots in Chicago. Yeah, the car boots.
Yeah, he knew how to.
Yeah, they locked the shit. He would hacksaw them off. And he had them in his garage. He had like 3 in his garage.
Yeah, when his mom's garage, I saw 3 of them on the floor, and I was like, if they ever find you with this, they're not going to arrest you. They're going to kill you.
That was one of the reasons.
6th.
That was one of the reasons that he got sentenced.
Yeah,
January 6th. It was the judge was like, like all this shit.
Boots got up to him.
I'm done.
Yeah.
He's like, I heard the Tommy Blotcha story. That's admissible. Yeah, you're going to jail.
He got pulled over one time. He had weed in his pocket. The cop pulled the weed out of his pocket and let him go. He's like, think you've smoked enough of this? Getting high all the time. Stop it.
One of my first times visiting to LA, he let me stay at his place.
Pardon. Sorry, Raj.
No, it's not important. I'm just saying.
It is.
He was a very nice guy. He let me stay at his place when I first came out to LA, just a visit before I moved. Or even before Saturday Night Live, I just went out there and hung out.
Yeah.
He was a blast.
Oh, come on, he broke
sweet
the
dude.
law.
He just liked to break the law.
Also,
well, yeah. Also,
a lot of us went through that.
Started drinking again too. That's a big part of it. What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of us went through that breaking the law phase. It's called being a teenager. Then you grow up, and
yeah,
you pay the fine instead of cutting the fucking boot off the car.
I mean, there was a certain part of that where, whatever. But then when you start mixing it up with drugs or alcohol, then it's then you're gonna get caught.
You can get both.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the thing, the filing. Here we go. Vado's got a story.
Electrics on the sidewalk.
Scooters. I don't know. Vehicles, maybe. I don't know.
They recognized him. There's different kind of electrics on the sidewalk in New York. Sometimes, a lot of times, someone's just draping cords, and they'll try to put some haphazard piece of cardboard that's taped to the sidewalk.
That's true.
He said electrics. He may have meant electronics. So maybe old printers from in front of an office building. Maybe I don't really remember that though. But
I like Michael's explanation.
Thanks, Beto, for the story.
Discarded.
Electronics.
There you go. Electronics. Yeah.
And various.
Love smashing electronics. Yes.
Raj cannot pass up an interesting pile of garbage without futzing with it somehow.
Well,
it's fun. It's fun to break shit. It's never been. Thank you.
The Fat Albert.
I did.
That broken lamp. He's going to try to turn the broken lamp into some kind of sword or something.
That's right.
He's got the genetic marker for Fat Albertism. If he sees an old
every
radiator,
2 years.
He's gonna make an
Every 2 or
accordion
3
out
years,
of
I'd have to make nunchucks out of like old broom handles. That happened every 2 or 3
it.
years growing up.
Have to.
Have to, yeah.
It's a compulsive thing, and I have to
Yeah.
make an accordion out of a radiator.
I got a broom handle, a chain, and some nails. Make some nunchucks.
To make them into an illegal weapon.
Now, this subject has been covered on this show pretty deeply about the Chicagoans.
Which means
the young
let's do it
Chicagoans
again.
need to improvise weapons whenever he's going from point A to point B if he doesn't have enough of them already.
I mean, I could show you. I had a strict rule, like no weapons, no guns for my son. I could show you all the weapons that we just happened to have collected over the years. I'm like, that's a lot of swords and shit in here.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Kids.
Yeah, my parents never gave a shit.
I think it's, in my experience, very few native Chicagoans drive around in their car without something in the car that looks normal but can be used to beat you.
Like a flashlight full
Something.
of batteries.
It could be in a heavy old
baseball
flashlight
bat
or something.
Yeah.
A baseball bat that's like,
I mean, if you were psychotic, you'd put like a lead pipe in your car.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Or your
You'd
gun.
kill someone instantly. But like I, for instance, had a small aluminum bat, like a tiny baby aluminum bat, for starting baseball.
Just a baby bat.
That was nice. Very nice and light. You know, it was like
a kid's t-ball bat is ideal.
It was like two and a half
t-ball bat
feet.
is perfect. Good size, manageable size. It's innocent.
And aluminum will bend a little, so if you whack a guy in the head, and
it will not.
You're gonna make a guy. You're gonna put a guy in the hospital, but you're not gonna kill him.
Comes out shaped like his head.
You can definitely kill somebody, folks. Kids.
Kids.
Aluminum is.
Some of the bats have like a dent in the shape of different folks' heads.
Yes. Oh my! Why do all your golf clubs look like the outline of a head?
Jerry, you remember when I lived up by Wonderland, by the Wonderland murders?
And you shot a 98 with them.
Yeah.
So were you saying the house by the Wonderland murder? Wonderland Avenue or Wonderland?
Yeah.
Drive,
I don't know if you ever came up to that apartment, but I was like, yeah, you must have.
I did.
So I looked into that Wonderland murders, and it's like this mobster from LA and fucking the guy with the big dick, John Holmes, befriended these gangsters, and he tried to rob this gangster's house, and so they went to where this gang of dumbasses lived, and these gangsters just massacred them with lead pipes. Everybody died except one lady who they swung so hard they knocked a piece of her scalp off her head, and she fell back into the wall, and it stopped the bleeding. And she survived, but the rest were massacred. So that's where I think of a lead pipe.
The wall created a natural cast.
There's a movie about it.
Yeah. She would have certainly been dead. They massacred the fucking people as a message, like don't ever, ever, ever do this, because they held the guy or something and stole all his shit. And...
they kidnapped the guy. It was Boogie Nights. That scene with the firecrackers is kind of based on that.
Sorry.
Yeah. What's the guy's name? Johnny Nash?
Okay.
John Holmes?
Eddie
Nash.
Yeah. And I forgot what the movie
apparently
the movie that was about that was, I forgot what that was called. The Wonderland Murders, maybe. I don't know.
I think it was one of those conceptual things, wasn't it? I don't think it was a straight... Something about it bugged me in that movie. Val Kilmer.
Yeah, you know what it was? It's because people kept getting murdered.
Val Kilmer, that's right.
No, that wasn't what bothered him.
Okay, now Paul Votto is bringing us into crime.
No, he's implicating me in a murder.
In crimes. Remember that time when we killed that dude, and then
yeah, and we had to bury him down at the airport.
I don't remember this actually happened. Us going, somebody gave us some white kids. Like, white kids? What do you mean? Like everybody?
How do you accidentally break into
when did we go to a party?
What
party did we go where some black kids gave us directions? I don't know where that happened. You might as well just say kids. Because so white kids gave us directions to the house, and we went to the wrong house. I mean,
black kids probably arrived, said they're not home. We might as well break in until they get here. Perfectly reasonable thing to do.
Is it memorable that when black kids give you directions because they're the right ones? Maybe that's what's weird about it. Like they actually know where it is.
They actually went to the right place. They gave us the wrong directions. Yeah, it sounds like something that happened, but I do not remember that at all. I mean, that sounds like just a normal night.
I think that's an episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Well, I was just actually funny you should bring that up because as each story was coming out, I was like, every one of these is a premise for a Stephen King movie.
Right?
Like the teacher getting hit with a dildo is really the beginning of a Stephen King story.
He murders the class.
or like, I just love that the teacher got hit with a dildo and then he became a villain. Like the way King Tut became a villain.
That's his origin story. Come on.
He didn't remember what's going on.
So his crime would be
the dildo hits his face.
And stuff.
He gets shocked a little. He gets knocked back a little bit, falls out of his chair, and hits his head, and it knocks a piece of his brain into like fighting crime. He's like, "Oh, I have a natural affinity for fighting crime now."
Doing crime like a Batman villain.
Hey, he's got to be a villain.
King Tut was normal. He's just a normal Egyptology professor. Unless he got hit on the head, then he became a criminal. And then you hit him on the head again, he'd go back to being an Egyptologist,
yeah. And he had that
like,
Egypt. What that would happen? He had all that Egypt knowledge in him, and it just got scrambled up when he got hit in the head. And I'm fucking
really
Pharaoh.
confusing to me because obviously the Riddler's a psychopath, and so is the Penguin. But when King Tut would get hit on the head and go back to normal, Batman was like, you know what? He doesn't need to go to jail. He just needs to go back to the campus and teach Egyptology like anyone else. But he was super chill about it. And you're like, I don't know. Like he just tried to blow up New York. I think we probably should do some time.
Make him wear a helmet?
Like a Jay Johnson situation. It was like, just hit him in the head and he'll stop jumping into your
And he's
Jeep.
funny as hell. Then you hit him again and he's like, we're going to go to Washington and fucking take shit back. Knock, knock. Hey, what's up, guys?
Well, and from my understanding too, because it would be one thing if Batman was like,
did one too many.
He'll probably not get hit in the head. What's the chances of him getting hit that hard in the head again? Right.
What are the odds?
From what I remember in the show, he didn't know why King Tut became King Tut. He would just be King Tut, right?
Well, yes, we do. I watched a lot of Batman. He got hit in the head during a student protest.
Yeah, but
get out of here.
That's true. That happened.
Is that the storyline?
It was
because he was a professor.
He was at an ice protest.
So it was a student protest on the campus, and he got hit in the head with a projectile, probably a dildo, and he went insane and became a supervillain. And then, at some point,
I'm a very gay pharaoh.
See, kids, you're listening to those crazy professors.
He wasn't gay when he was a professor.
You listen to those crazy.
No, he
professors
wasn't. He was only a gay pharaoh.
About the Vietnam War.
Jay Johnston hit his head when he fell backwards one too many times in that thimble scene on Mr. Show.
That's exactly what happened.
I knew
that gave him CTE. That gave him CTE or whatever.
Jay has CTE from the Himalaya sketch. not every sketch.
Yes.
We say that, but seriously, seriously, like, you know, Kanye's like apologizing now, and people go like, well, you know, being like what is he what's he called what's his diagnosis not manic depressive. They don't call it manic. They don't call it manic depressive anymore.
I don't know the clinical term, but it's
disorder.
Something personality disorder.
No, he's manic.
Okay.
But they don't call it manic
bipolar.
depressive. He's bipolar. Yeah. Oh, people go like, well, bipolar doesn't make you act like that, and no, it does. Like, if you've ever been around somebody like that, like while they're in that mania phase, like they can do anything. They'll cheat on people.
So he might need treatment and all that. But here's the thing that blew my mind about his apology. He apologized for producing and releasing a record called Heil Hitler. All right, so just hear me out. Think about how much time and effort it takes to record, mix, overdub, edit, and release a record. And there's other people involved.
Oh, yeah.
Dozens of people. Nobody said, hey, I think I've spotted an issue with this track.
But they never have. That's the thing. He's got people around him who will go like,
yeah, I know.
Okay, yeah, it's 4 a.m. and you've been up for 3 days. But yeah, of course we should do this. Yeah, you've been talking like I know that you haven't slept in 3 days, but you physically look different. But yes, I would do
all
what
these
you
people,
say.
all these people's livelihoods go down the toilet as soon as like these crazy rich guys.
But again, it's 4 a.m. and you get a text that says, "Will you take a pass at Heil Hitler and let me know what you got tomorrow?" The next text you send back to Kanye is, "I think I have spotted a potential issue with the track, and it's not about the audio."
He's married.
Oh, well, what is it?
He has a wife. He has a wife that that would go along like just like. Yeah, you're gonna wear no pants. Don't wear no pants to the premiere. And she's like, yeah, of course, I'm not gonna wear pants.
This is
show your titties in a fishnet.
But the thing is like you can't.
Is beyond me. It's perfect.
Once after like then your husband goes like, well, I'm bipolar, like you gotta.
So I get that. I get that everybody's, on the payroll and they should do what he says and make a living, but they should also help him to not blow himself up by making a song called Heil Hitler. Like that hurts everybody. You do that, too.
And then your job is over because like making Heil Hitler is what you're doing.
If you speak up against the Fuhrer, he'll have you taken out and shot or fired.
That's another Hitler thing. You can't speak up. Now you're getting it.
His agent's like, listen, why don't you change it to Hi Hitler? If you just change it to Hi Hitler.
Morty,
it could be anybody just saying hello to Hitler, but you're saying hi, you're worshiping now.
Well, like the average, like a manic, like when they're in a manic state, that can last for it can last for months.
Yeah, right.
So
especially if you're rich,
until they get knocked in the head again.
So you get
because you can keep feeding the monkey.
You get bonked.
Well, that's a lesson. Don't surround yourself, kids. Don't surround yourself with yes men.
Surround yourself with people that you trust. It's always
younger than you.
People will always tell you what you want to.
When before he gets hit on the head, Kanye makes records about not being a Nazi, about how bad Hitler is. But when someone hits him in the head with a dildo, he loses it, and he knows all this Hitler stuff, and it gets mixed up in his head, and he becomes a supervillain. And you got to hit him in the head with a dildo again.
You know what I just remembered? Raj, you remember where they used to store the dildos at UCB?
Store them?
Why are you pointing me out and saying, "Hey, Rod, do you remember?"
I didn't even know about
Because you're
this.
the one who filled up a fucking water balloon where the fun is watching the water come out and froze it, which is just basically ice, which is what the whole landscape is covered with. So it's a waste of energy. They were always kept in the freezer. You remember?
The dildos?
Now, if you're hit with a frozen dildo, that will bonk you in the head and make you a Hitlerian.
Oh, we preserved our dildos in a freezer at UCB.
I don't know why. That's just where UCB Theater. There was always like 5 or 6 dildos in the freezer at the Undergrastides.
Well, it makes sense. It makes sense because if you leave them outside and it gets super hot, they can start melting.
They go bad.
They go bad.
They
taste like shit when they're.
Freeze it, but after freezing, it's probably releasing some kind of chemical. It's probably not good for you.
I never knew why they were kept there, but they were. Anyway,
I didn't know about them until now.
I thought there was a connection there.
I had this big.
Well, props from the UCB show. They often did dildo things. So then many shows at the UCB featured a dildo.
Sure.
Yes.
Someone being killed by a dildo. So, they were always around. If you wanted a dildo, you needed something for a show, you can get one.
Like a theatrical trunk.
Right,
Napoleonic soldier costume, dildos, princess.
I don't know where the prop room. I don't know where this huge room was, but it would arrive if you really needed a dildo.
Yep. I always like having a dinghy bell. You know that dinghy bell, the little silver dinghy bell. They always use them in Second City shows. A lot of
they
things.
do. Yes, a lot of things.
Dinghy bells are very handy in sketch shows. They work.
It works for a lot of things. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Ding, ding, ding. You got it right.
Like in the old movies about movies, when you'd be on a movie lot in an old movie and you'd go into the employee canteen and there'd be a soldier eating soup next to a princess, and then there'd be a baker and a fireman at the same table, and they were having sandwiches. So if the UCB were like an old movie lot, it would just be an astronaut and then an ape.
A robot.
And then probably an astronaut ape.
They're going to hike right away.
And then an astronaut ape with a dildo.
A frozen one.
And
it is like that. Like on I work on Warner Brothers lot. We work right next to the pit. And the more money, I keep seeing them like every season. They keep coming back. They get more money, and there's more extras like rolling around.
More
They're
stuff.
all roaming around the lot in hospital gowns, so it looks like a zombie movie. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? every day I walk up, there's more and more people like with hospital gowns on their fucking phones, like smoking and shit, like just walking around.
It's really funny. I know, Raj. Horatio, I know you know about this, but like when you
NBC. Go on.
when you go to Manhattan Beach, if you're doing something with Favreau or whatever, like Mandalorian or any of those shows in the Star Wars universe, when people go to lunch, they have to wear like a hood and a cloak over their costume because it's too much of a hassle to take it off. So it's like it looks like you're in a monastery. It's really
it's
awesome.
a pain in the ass. Like and plus for me, I'd love going out and then you're smoking because like, oh no, I'm in rubber all day and I'm by a trailer and you're like, I need a smoking break for
do something. Yeah.
So and smoke weed as well. And you can't have people who in office buildings across the way seeing like characters smoking.
Of course not.
I was constantly like, I don't know, where is there a place with 3 walls that I could fucking sneak into? And then you'd have this giant cloak, and you could only like have a little bit of your face showing, and then they take you to the trailer or take you to your trailer or whatever.
Great. They do a great job.
Yeah, because that's where Avatar was being shot on that same lot at the same. So both of those huge entities were probably both looking in and seeing what's that, what's going on over there. Of course, Star Wars, you're going to be like,
what's your cloak like?
When there's nothing else out there too. It's like way out in Manhattan Beach. It's just like out in the middle of nowhere, almost like feels like.
It's pretty far.
Come on, man. It's just it's only a few blocks from where Sanford and Son was
supposed to be.
So
the good thing about it when I would show up at
where it was set.
When I'd show up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to start the makeup, or 3 o'clock in the morning, I got to drive from Echo Park into Manhattan Beach, and it was like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I was like Brad Pitt, like zooming, like
oh yeah,
zooming 90 miles an hour, no traffic.
Oh yeah. I love that.
I had to save any kind of like. I had to just can't get up right away and go. I have to like take a little time. That speed there.
By the way, I don't know, Kevin. You probably know Mark Warshia. He's from Detroit, Second City. But I found a news item about the Larchmont Village, and I guess there's a prostitution problem. Is that your neighborhood now?
It's about just south of me, and Mark's quoted in the article.
So
it's great.
I sent him a message saying like, "This is Pretty Tony. If you would like to have coffee sometime, I would love to maybe talk to you.
Pretty
Coffee
Tony.
or cocaine, either one. I'd like to talk to you sometime."
That's a great idea. I should send him a message I should send him a threatening message from a pimp. You know, like this here huggy nuts. Why don't you stop running your mouth?
This is Pretty
Mind
Tony.
your own business.
Pretty Tony.
I'll send him one too.
Why too wise? Meaning why you fucking with my business?
I get half credit because I know the guy who wrote the article, and
oh really?
I know the guy who wrote the article. I sent him a threatening message instead of Warzaka.
I'm really wondering what is going on. I mean, we've seen how prostitution moves in LA, and how the whole stroll, the stroll, whatever, moves around. It can move around to different neighborhoods. But why would it happen in that neighborhood?
Because I'll tell you.
I don't know. That's my brother's neighborhood.
And I don't know. Right. I don't know perfectly, but I know a little, which is, yes, his Raj brother lives down that way. Western Avenue is a natural corridor for prostitution and so forth. But in order to get somewhere quiet and clear enough where there's not a lot of traffic, you see some trouble coming, they take the Johns over to Larchmont because it's easier to park and do what you want to do, and blah, blah, blah. It's dark. There's not a lot of light around there. You know, like the houses are nice and they're not.
Oh, Larchmont Village? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Larchmont always had a problem.
Larchmont Village.
It always had a problem
with
ice
cream.
With what?
Pizza. There's pizza over there.
Hey, honey, you want to get your eyes checked? Let's go get some fun glasses.
And dog grooming.
Yeah, I'm trying some frozen yogurt.
It always had a problem with what, Jerry?
Like with vagrancies, like homeless people, like especially at night. Jay lived over there when I first moved to LA, and like at night it would change. The neighborhood would change, so there was always that problem. But prostitution, I was just like, because I just saw some of the pictures and like, oh, there's a prostitute like in the middle of a neighborhood, like neighborhood,
right, naked.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Unfortunately,
the economy's so bad that the prostitutes are getting really attractive. So be careful out there.
A good one.
Because they weren't before. They've always been miserably not good looking.
Well, they weren't in the best shape. A lot of drug use, and now it's just everybody's becoming a prostitute of some kind.
I can't credit the jokes. I can't remember who had it.
You might be comparing like the Chicago prostitutes to LA prostitutes too, which is a big difference.
Someone had a joke about this that was really good. I'm not going to remember who though.
I'm not a whoremonger, so I don't know.
Was it
someone
Don
did a joke
Magic
after they moved to LA? A comedian who moved to LA did a joke about it. He goes, "I just moved to LA, and is it just me or are the prostitutes by Home Depot really ugly?" And I just thought that was such an awesome joke.
It's disturbing. The prostitutes in Chicago. I think it might be the cold. I think the cold just does a number on 'em. But it's just like, whoa.
Oh, it really does. It builds character, but it's murder on the physique. I gotta run.
Yeah.
I gotta leave for something at 11. I gotta go. I'll see you.
Thank
guys.
you, Mr. Kevin.
Okay,
it was good
Kevin.
to see
Good
you,
seeing
man.
you, brother. Congratulations
Thank you,
again
guys.
on the Emmy nod. Or the
Congratulations.
SAG
WGA
nod.
awards.
SAG nod.
Not an Emmy. It was a
No,
SAG.
WGA.
A
No, it's a Writers Guild Award.
Writers Guild Award.
WGA
Thank
award.
you for.
Which is great.
They call it
Which
late
is-
night with Jason Kelsey. It was a great show to do. Very fun. I can't wait for the ceremony. It'll be hilarious.
Kevin,
We're up against the SNL 50th anniversary show.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I think this is
Bump
one of
Elbows
the-
with Lauren and the gang.
I've been a judge for that category for a long time. This is one of the first years that I'm not judging it, so I guess I can say that.
I did judging 2 or 3 years once for a stretch. It was so much fun. The
I loved it,
submissions
yeah.
are awesome. It's
Same
great.
thing. All right,
It's
man.
a lot of fun to
Congrats.
do, and the material's always funny. Every show is usually really good. It's hard to pick. It's really fun.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it. I'm so happy. Thank you guys. I'll see you.
Good job, man.
Looks like he's in. All right, talk to you later. It looks like he's in front of my old grammar school. I mean, you can't see it now, but
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it made me think of my elementary school too. Yeah.
Boy, people in Chicago are hating him right now. What's your weather like? Are you been in the house for 2 weeks? Dutch?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm freezing. I'm cold right now. It's cold. It's been well under 30 for a while
oh
now.
my god,
Usually it snows and then it gets warm. No, it snowed and then it just dropped. Now the snow's just kind of just stuck here, and but I heard it's going to go up to 30 next week. So
Well, good for you.
sometimes it gets cold out here in Vegas, and I have to put
I know.
I have to put a blanket on my tomatoes. That's a true story.
Are you kidding? My tomatoes are anyway. Yeah. You get tomatoes.
But
all
it's
season round? Nice.
like it's probably like 50 right now, and it just feels really cold. Like your body changes.
It's,
So
yeah.
Oh my
You know.
God! The first day it gets even a little chilly. I just fold, and then you get used to it. After a while, it's annoying.
But don't
Gotta
you like
find indoor
don't you like
things to do.
sleeping in the cold?
Love it.
Yeah, I'd rather sleep in
Love
the
it.
cold than in the heat.
100%.
Well, so yeah.
Ooh, it's 15
So I like
in
it at night.
Chicago.
The night here is perfect.
Yes, it is. Well, it's chilly. That's the beautiful thing about you guys living in the desert. It's always cool at night. It's like magic. It's the most hottest, nastiest, sweatiest day, and all of a sudden the sun goes down. And 5 minutes later, it's perfectly cool.
Yeah.
Vado,
especially now.
Horatio's in the Vegas area, somewhere around there.
Mr. Entertainment.
I am in the San Diego area, somewhere around there, and
Mr. Relaxation.
Mr. Delaney is in the New York, New Jersey area, in the tri-state
great
area.
tri-state area.
Yeah. I'm in New Rochelle, the same town as Rob and Laura Petrie from the Dick Van Dyke Show. It's where many New Yorkers like to live in New Rochelle because you can take the commuter train.
Does your house look like that? Does your house look like the set of Dick Van Dyke?
No, not
Like
at
his
all.
home set?
No, but I do have an ottoman strategically placed so I can either trip over it
Yeah.
or loop around it. It depends on my mood that day or whoever's gathered round.
I've seen you outsmart that ottoman once in a while. Where you're like, wait, not this time, and you will go around it.
I got my eye on it, but once in a while I take a tumble when I'm not expecting it.
Oh. Well, it's good you have that shag carpeting to cushion you.
She wanted a big fucking orange ottoman that came with the chair, and I was like, "No, we're never going to use this thing. It's going to become filthy in 6 months." And no, I'm not doing it. We didn't have room anyway. Horatio, you got to start getting rated as a pinball player. You should go pro as a professional. Go on the pro circuit.
That's what I'm doing here. I'm becoming a pinball professional pinball player.
There's a movie about that, man. You want to be Tommy?
What, pinball wizardry?
You want to go out like Tommy?
You talking about Tommy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my career on Tommy.
I'm gonna gouge my eyes out so I can be like Tommy.
Yeah, man.
All right. Here's the deal. There's a guy whose name is. There's a guy called Maher Baba, and his followers are called Baba lovers.
What the fuck? Wait, is this a joke or what? Start over.
No, it's not a joke. I'm just giving you.
I know who you're talking about.
Bring it to its screeching halt. Yeah, and Pete Townsend is a Baba lover.
Yeah.
Baba took a vow of silence, you see. And if he wanted to say anything, he had to say it like on a slate or something. And that's what Tommy's based on, Maher Baba.
Yes, I've heard that.
What do you mean you had to say it on a slate?
Well, Baba took a vow of silence. So if he wanted to say anything, he had to write it on. He probably had like a slate that, like people who didn't have the gift of speech.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They didn't want to waste paper, so they carry a slate around with them and write on it with chalk, so that they could be understood by the world. Yeah, this comes all back around to pinball for some dumb fucking reason, because they needed to pad out the album. And one of the producer guys kept shooting down all the ideas. And someone told Pete, he loves pinball. Write a song about pinball. And so Pin's like, I've got one. It's called Pinball Wizard. He's like, I love it. And that's how all that pinball shit got in there.
Because the producer loved pinball, or who loved pinball?
No, it was and he was supposed to be Baba, or it was a representation of Baba.
Tommy represented. Yeah, the shutting down of the census thing.
They had a song, Baba O'Reilly, that was talked about that.
Yeah,
this dude.
Yeah,
was that with him too?
Yeah, Baba O'Reilly was another dude. Baba was the cult leader.
People think that song is called Bob O'Reilly.
Oh, Bob O'Reilly.
They think it's about some Scottish guy.
Some dude named Bob O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Even worse, I thought it was called Teenage Wasteland for my whole life.
Oh, but that's what people call it. Yeah.
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 But it's Bob O'Reilly.
Bob O'Reilly is it? Yeah.
Yeah, from Baba Maher Baba.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
It's so random. I'll tell you, there's always that one movie that they took you to when you were too young. Well, one time I was sent out to go to the movies with my brother, and it was Tommy. And there's that scene where the acid queen puts him in that chamber where all the needles are shooting. Yeah, I didn't need that.
Yeah, no, right? How old were you?
And then Tommy pulling out Anne Margaret's nails, ripping her nails out while she's in a bathtub full of baked beans. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
Oh, fuck.
So, yeah.
I haven't seen that movie.
That movie's terrible. It's wonderful
a bad movie.
And terrible at the same. It's a bad movie.
It's not made well, yeah.
It just sometimes they don't come out right.
Sometimes movies don't come out right.
Nope. The thing is, you can't tell while you're making them. You got to wait and have them come out first before you can find out.
That's
like
especially true with movies, man. Well, you've done enough movies, Horatio. Like you've seen movies as they're going along and as they're editing them, and you're like, like they show you the edit, and you're like, oh wow, is this it? Like, you're like, no, it's early on. Like it'll be better, but this is the first cut, and you're like, oh. And usually it is better if they can get down to it. Sometimes it's not, but yeah.
Well, a lot of the movies that I was involved in, they were all like, I can just tell immediately that it wasn't going to be great.
If it's gonna be good or
Just
not.
from when you shoot it, when you see the way people work, you're like, oh, I guess this isn't going to be that way.
Yeah.
Because you just insert every single kind of person needs to put their opinion in things. And just a lot of them are older and they're not like hip to comedy, so it's like you're just like this isn't good. And then you're doing two takes because of how much you know how much it costs to make a movie. So they're like doing two
Right.
takes and then moving on. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
this isn't
Yep.
going to be great.
Yep. Yeah. And that's all you got.
Uh,
All right. You got that.
That's
Taken.
all you got. It's like I
what
guess we'll
about
figure it out in
Raj?
post. Jesus.
Raj, what about
Yeah.
the year one? How did that feel? That you
Um,
did that Harold Ramis movie.
I know. I thought it could be funny, and somehow it just. I think the pace of it, or something, or what. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Chemistry.
yeah, I thought it would be funny. I thought it was going to be like because I didn't know what those other guys were doing. I didn't know what Michael Cera really and Jack Black were doing most of the time. So I didn't get to see like what was going on. But yeah, it just seemed a little off. Like
That can happen,
I think that
especially
can
in a
happen.
movie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
another one of
Especially.
those things too of like putting me with another funny fat guy. It's just like why is he in there too? It's like it's
Well, it's
weird.
also comedy is like, oh, if the whole like joke of the thing isn't working, then it's just gonna be real. It's all uphill after that. It's like the
Right.
whole concept doesn't work. Then even if
The
if
audience
you
has
have
to buy
funny
in.
moments, man, this is still gonna be hard.
Yeah, they got to buy in the first 15, 20 minutes. Like, you got to hook them into that world. And yeah, maybe the pieces just didn't fall together right on that one.
But
I got to watch that again, I
Yeah,
haven't
me
really,
too.
I only rewatched that maybe one time. I got to go back, look at that. Raj had a good quote about it, about, what did you say? Chewbacca
we
thing?
filmed by a chimp sanctuary. We
No, you
filmed in a
said
chimp
like, kind
sanctuary.
of
We
like,
filmed near a chimp sanctuary, so we could hear the fucking the apes howling at night. All the animals that were. I always bring everything down, but they had an ape or monkey sanctuary where after animals have been
for real.
experimented on and fucked with, they would send them here
Not
to this
that.
place in Louisiana. So at night we'd have to stop filming because you'd hear the monkeys going nuts, like making these awesome fucking noises.
Well, they do
And
that.
then that's just,
Animals they do their activity at night. I've been to the zoo at night.
I
It's
know,
crazy.
but
Were they
exactly, it was like
screaming?
filming near a zoo, is what I'm
Were,
saying. But
were they
they were
screaming?
like,
Let me out!
they were tortured screams. Yeah, they were more tortured.
Let me
They weren't like they're
out!
flirting with each other. It was like,
I'm a slave.
what are they doing over there?
Uh,
What the hell's going on over there? Anyway, action.
action. Be
There's a
funny.
terrible video of this dude. I forgot. I think it's a congressman, and he's trying to visit one of those detention camps. And the people in there know that somebody's out there, and they had a demonstration, and so they don't let him in the detention camp. But he can hear people screaming in there, and so he's going, "Let me in! Let us out!"
Let me what?
They're all screaming, "Let us out!"
Oh my god! And this is like an ice.
Yeah, ice facility.
Oh my
Shit. It's
god!
bad. Can't believe people fucking signed up for this shit. We've seen this before. It's not like we
I
haven't
saw a
seen this
video where one of them was
Gestapo
saying
shit before.
he's making 200 grand. Those people are making 200 grand.
These
Who?
ice guys?
Yeah,
What are
Oh,
cops
they make 200
making?
grand a year.
cops are making like 50. It's
That's
70 grand.
These are like the
that's how much
worst
the president
cops
makes.
ever. These are
Yeah.
Keystone cops.
Yeah, I heard one say that he's like making 200 grand.
Maybe they have to buy their own weapon. I don't know.
I think they can. They can buy their own. They can use their own weapons. I know that. There's a thing in the Washington Post.
You're allowed to bring stuff from home, weapons from home.
Yeah, there's a thing in the Washington Post showing all this, like showing them breaking into somebody's house and getting somebody that they had to let go, and they have all kinds of gear.
Broomstick nunchucks. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like they got this crazy war weaponry gear, that they're buying, like, different rails and different, shit that you can get on your gun, packs and, all kinds of shit that they're carrying that for war, stuff you carry for war, not just
ready to kill people.
You do not need that shit.
They don't need guns at all. They don't need guns.
No, they were able to deport millions and millions of people years before this without people even knowing it.
This is all because one asshole loves rocking the boat, loves creating chaos.
Yeah.
And, this was
it's unnecessary chaos. There's it's really stupid. Really, really stupid to have to do it like this, Yeah. I mean, I have my own opinions about it.
The only good that can come from it is some kind of boomerang effect in the midterms. People, I mean, if it doesn't change people's minds, what will? All you can do is hope that there'll be some kind of political reaction. Usually, when pendulums swing, they're supposed to swing twice as high. I haven't been seeing that happening. I'm seeing all the swinging happen on one side.
Not since Obama was elected. It's been downhill ever since.
Yeah, it's been downhill.
Yes,
I know.
It has.
No, the weird thing. Well, we have social media now, because I've seen this weird thing. Like, there's some people who are like, "Fuck that, man. These people are, I mean, most people now are like, this is out of hand. Those guys don't know what they're doing. They got to do something about it." But you can see, like, there's this swing now online, especially, where people are kind of like starting to question it, and then they got that other video of him kicking the light out, a couple days. It doesn't matter what he did a couple days before that. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. You can't shoot people in the fucking middle of the street. It's just like, I don't care what he did.
Well, they're saying that they remembered him because he spit at them, so that, like, they remembered him like, "Get that fucker."
Well, that's even worse.
So that's even worse. Yeah.
All of the excuses of, like, getting them. Well, if you keep getting them mad like that, that's not an excuse. You can't fucking do that just because people annoy you. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. No. It's like the sandwich guy got off. Remember when the guy threw a sandwich at ice?
Yes.
Luckily, he didn't get killed. He didn't get even put in jail for that.
What kind of sandwich was it?
It was a
hoagie.
Big sub, yeah.
Subway. I think a Subway sub.
It represented a dildo.
And I mean, obviously, doing assaulting somebody, doing something, throwing somebody is not right. But I don't know if, like, people understand, like, how people feel about the tactics that these people are using. It feels like it's like bullies. Nobody likes that. I don't like it. Like, somebody just coming up and doing some shit like that. Like, yeah, there's a way you can do this. Don't fucking come and break people's house, doors down and fuck with everybody else's day just because you want to go do this. No.
Yeah, I mean, it's but it's also just like it's just the beginning of it all itself is a nightmare, because ICE is coming to town, so now you're gonna get people like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
So as soon as they come in, they're being antagonized, and they're doing a horrible thing, and they're just, like, doing their job. So it's already beginning just by the decision of them doing it is already the fucking, throwing a bomb into the works.
Yeah.
So it's like
the public display.
So it's just that thing, like, and then because they're new at what they're doing, they don't have any restraint. Like, if cops put up with a lot of shit and a lot of things going on, and now with cameras, they can't beat people like they used to.
Well, I mean, if the cops
right?
were doing the kind of
doing
shit
a
that they're
good
doing,
job,
because
though.
you see them out here sometimes, and they make a big caravan to go do something or whatever. It's a big display. Like, why even do that? Do it privately. You could actually go get the people. If you really want to do that, what's up with this big bells and whistles and shit? You know, because
They
they're
want to
like, well, these
scare
people are
people.
following.
They want to be like Nazis, man. They want to be like
Exactly.
Nazis. They want to
Well, they're like
scare people.
these
Yeah.
people are following us, but they roll in such a big like pack. It's like almost impossible not to follow you. It looks ridiculous when you see them on the street.
You remember,
It looks crazy.
Yeah.
always accuse the other side of what you're guilty of. Is like on page 2 of their playbook. And what did she fucking call the guy? She called him a domestic terrorist. Come on,
Yeah.
terrorist. Who's the fucking
Yeah.
terrorist here
Well,
with this Gestapo shit?
he's not that. He's not that peaceful. Look at him kicking the back of that car. I'm like, he should have fucking kicked it. Yeah, kicking like, what do you
Yeah.
think, man?
The car.
As mad as people are here, he kicked the car. Oh,
To
bad.
put him in jail.
Yeah, they didn't even arrest him.
Like, I mean, both cases are
Trigger
insane.
happy.
And someone was mentioning, you know, thank God it's white people, because if it was black people, it'd already be like buried.
Shut up. Or yeah, I mean, or
But
kind of what they're trying to do to the dude now. Like looking at video of him, going investigating him, investigating that woman. Instead of him figuring out who did it, who these dudes are that did this shit.
I mean, it's just, and then
This is
now we're
fucking Orwellian,
justifying,
man. This is
we're
post-rational.
just justifying all this other shit now. Now we're even talking about like, no, but let's give them the other side. You know,
Yeah,
you know, we're just the beginning of it is fucked up.
yeah, right.
Don't announce that you're gonna deport millions of people. Just don't do it.
Just
But
do it. Yeah,
okay, people wanted that. They voted for it. Okay. But they're fucking too stupid. They gotta go fucking full Nazi, I guess. I mean, maybe this is their plan. They only got 3 more years to set up their
Fuck
regime.
shit up.
well, and that's the thing. Because they can't just admit, like, look, they're deporting probably as many people as they can already. There's really nothing that you can do about it if you really want to, if you really want to know the truth about it. And it keeps our economy going. So there's a big part of it where we're going to look the other way. So this is a non-issue, but it's not
There's
a
an
non-issue.
extra
He made it
wrinkle.
an issue.
This guy is so petty. He's so fucking petty. It's numbers, He gets obsessed with numbers and things. And you see, Biden let thousands of people over, processed them, and then fucking sent their asses back. Told them the way it was. Back you go. They don't do that now. So Biden was sending thousands and thousands of people back
Yeah,
regularly because
yeah,
they're being processed in
process.
a kind of in a way that, hey, look, the states has spent decades and decades with this problem. The Congress hasn't come up with one fucking bill for it to fix this problem. So this is the way it goes. All these people pour over and then they pour back. Well, now that they've tried to fucking shut it down and build a wall, those people aren't pouring over. But he's got to have his good numbers as his opponent, who's imaginary now because
We
the
know what
guy's
the solution
completely out
is.
of the scene.
The solution is giving
He
people
wants to
work
be
permits so they
deporting as
can
many
work.
people.
You want to know who's in here? Give people work permits so they can work. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you deport people that break the law. Whatever, like they do,
Yeah,
and that's it.
yeah.
You
But you can't do
want to
Yeah,
know
let
who's
people
here, don't
You
you?
can't go
people
down to the fucking
people's working.
Costco and do sweeps of brown people.
I'm work.
Sorry.
And I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's. No, I don't know if it's improper. But if you work for 5 years and you haven't committed a crime, then you get a green card.
Yeah,
I
why not?
don't know, like what's terrible about that.
Yeah, or some kind of,
Well,
or come
this
up with some kind of
regime,
system where
no,
people can
guys,
work and go back and forth. You know who they are.
that's
You
not
check
enough.
you track them. Because most of the people
Yeah.
don't necessarily want to be citizens. They just want to make money. They don't want to be citizens of the United States. So let them work here. Go back home. Fuck.
Guys, that's the
I think
Reagan.
that's a
That's
great
the
idea.
Reagan Republican. They don't think that way anymore. They want you to bring lots of money. How about this? If you have enough money, you can migrate here, emigrate. Luckily, this
Well,
regime won't be around for long, but I don't know. I mean,
look,
long
if you did
enough.
that, that
Let me
becomes a
let me
legal
ask you guys a
process.
question. As far as like what you're hearing or what you're seeing on the internet or what you're feeling, do you get a message that the city that you're in is crumbling, like it's suffering? Um, I mean, not maybe not New York, but yeah, like the whole thing of like, no, there's so many buildings, there's offices that are empty, there's buildings that no one wants to buy, you
That's
know,
every that's every
like
city.
that's every city, right?
Yeah,
Because there's not
yeah.
here. It's like I don't know if I get like just doom Vegas scrolls or something, but it's always like
Big
business is
time
down
Vegas though.
25%, tourism is
It's
down, and it's like alarming to people.
so supposedly big time Vegas, and people are still trying to figure out why. Like why it's so far and why it's down because a lot of times they don't know why. It's cyclical sometimes in Vegas where just people just stop coming. For whatever reasons. So yeah, I think they're trying to figure out what's going on with Vegas now because a lot of it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't in Vegas. It's just that someone came in and was like, "Let's start charging for silverware. Let's start charging for let's start charging $25 for a plate of fucking four chip nachos." Like just completely starting to go crazy. It's like take it easy.
Doesn't it feel
This,
like that?
this
Like
whole
doesn't
thing.
it? It feels like to me it feels like a cycle of expensive, and at some point it gets too expensive in Vegas, and then everything gets cheap, and then it's like that for a while, and then they start raising up the prices again for everything, and I feel like it's just in that cycle now where it just got too expensive to hang out there. They don't give you the rate. They don't give you the
I mean,
discounts they
think
used to.
you think as a personal, like, what was my personal experience in Vegas? It's very different because my brother lived here, but the experience that I used to see was that there was families here, and I would be like, "What
Yep.
the hell? Why are there so many families here? That's weird." But you'd have like someone who would take their vacation from their yearly vacation, and they'll go like, "Let's go to Vegas,"
Yep.
and you don't see that
With the
anymore because
kids?
No.
yeah, with kids or whatever,
Hmm.
but just like more of a family thing, more of a people on vacation you know, they would get cheap rooms so you can go and gamble and lose money. That was the
Yep.
deal. You would get,
Yep.
you get these perks like a very cheap buffet. But you know what's going to happen at
That's
the end of the
gone.
trip. You're going to lose. But that's gone because people are like, I can't afford it. It's not even fun. You got to pay $25 for parking in fucking most
Yep.
places.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. Like nickel
The
and
food.
diamond people.
At least the food, you
Like
could be like, at least
the
the food, but now the food buffet is like, it costs way too much, and you never get it discounted. You used to always be able to find some kind of discount to be on some buffet. Now it's like, no.
Yeah, and now you're starting to see that slowly there, one or two are coming back because they know that they've made a mistake, and once a couple people do it, then everybody else is doing it, like that charging for parking thing.
Uh huh.
That's just one in probably 50 things that they've changed. And
So
now you see
crazy.
hotels, and it's like there's machines that are checking people in now. They
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
have
I know,
automated
right?
kiosk where you
Oh
just do it
no.
yourself.
Yeah. There's nobody even like
Yeah,
working there.
so
Yeah.
there's no people
Whoa.
working there.
Well, then that's them saying, "Hey, uh, that maybe that game is just over." Um,
All our
You
audience
know,
left after
Vegas has had
after we
its
got started
day.
getting political.
sometimes I
Yep.
think I know, right? Sometimes I think it's just as simple as they go back and forth. Sometimes I think it's just as
Yeah,
simple as
yeah, no,
like
it's cool.
that rich person, whoever
Well,
owns the company, like, hey man, you're really not gonna be able to buy a spaceship this year. Like, really? Yeah,
yeah.
man.
Someone
The
made a very,
business is hurting.
some made an interesting
So
point that there's just going to be a bigger lower class and then a bigger super wealthy class, and so the middle people are all going to get crushed in one side or the other. Uh, so there's like won't be restaurants that are made for just people who want to go out and have a nice dinner. It's going to be like a super wealthy restaurant or McDonald's.
is I
Make your own
that's
food.
I
So
feel like that's New York City. Like either you're super wealthy or you work for super wealthy people. That's the only people that are there. There's really no in
yeah,
between.
yeah,
You're serving
pretty
wealthy
much.
people or you're rich. You know. Manhattan at
There's
least.
only one or two places where I would eat in each neighborhood in New York because I don't want to spend, $35 for lunch, but I want a really good lunch. So you gotta figure out where the good ethnic places are, all little pockets.
Yeah, I was describing Manhattan. I mean, obviously, in the in the other boroughs,
I'm talking
there's
about
people you can
Manhattan. No,
live.
I'm talking about Manhattan. No, the boroughs you could eat, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, it's not a thing that's happening right now, but it's starting to happen, and I'm just like, well, maybe it's just someone's, people's predictions of things, but
no, it is
it
like that. I mean,
it
where I
certainly
live right
seems that
now
way.
is where I live is like that. Either the people living here are working for super rich people, or most of the people here aren't here. Most of the people this is their second home, or it's a home that they are renting to somebody. You know,
Yeah.
and that's all the way up and down the coast. It's like all these empty houses all the way up and down the coast because it's all rich people. There's nobody living here. No, our,
Yeah, someone can
our,
afford it.
yeah.
So this episode should be called a requiem for the middle class.
Yes. Uh,
You know what?
but
Here in
think
New
about it.
York,
Like when you
they're
were
trying to fucking
Delaney, when you
build
were
up.
here visiting me, we went to get some Mexican food, and we were looking for like vegetarian kind of like well-made Mexican food, and it was super expensive. So it was like Taco Bell or this other thing. There's no like, let's just have a nice, cool Mexican restaurant like the old days. Like a affordable
Really,
Mexican place,
honestly.
like not
Uh,
Taco Bell or not anything else, but a nice kind of place that's privately owned by Mexican people that are making a nice little place. They decorate it. They have good margaritas.
there used to be all those
Not
fresh
meant to be
taco
bodega.
places around New York. They were amazing. Everything was fresh. You could eat it there if you wanted. Remember all those taco joints we used to have? The fresco tacos?
Well, you had to go. You had to go. The best tacos had that like that. It was that luchador place. Remember that? Did you go there with us?
Wait,
Nunez went
Yeah,
there with us.
I went
no, I
there.
It
didn't.
was
We
pretty
went to a
good.
different place. We went to a
But we
place
went to
with Jerry.
Mexicana Mama in the village. Mexicana Mama in the village was middle. Maybe a
Hmm.
little pricey, but not crazy, especially for the village. Remember Mexicana Mama? That place was
I
amazing.
remember that's good. Yeah,
Uh,
Tortilla Flat, that's where we all went.
tortilla flats was kind of middle-ish to me. I think, right?
It was
yeah,
Not too
middle-ish.
expensive.
middle-ish.
Yeah.
But I was
Delaney
I
loved it
was
though.
eating super healthy, and they would bring me it. They would make it just the way I needed it for my bland diet. Um,
Are they still there?
but I haven't been down there. I haven't looked up the old tortilla flat. Um, Don Giovanni's is still there, but the Grand Szechuan closed down. That's the big loss in Chelsea. That
That's
was
too
the
bad.
diamond of Chelsea. I took everybody to Grand Szechuan.
Yeah, yeah, and
It's
they had
empty.
cats
It's
there
sitting empty.
that they'd kill next door.
Well, it's better to have cats than mice, but they might have served the cats. Who knows? They had a lot of exotic stuff on the menu. They had frog. They had everything. Um,
When you
that's
boil
probably why they
chicken,
had their
sometimes to me it tastes like cats. There's a particular like boiling and maybe overcooking of a chicken that makes it feel like I've never tasted this
catty.
kind of chicken before.
Gets
Yeah,
Yeah,
gets
rubbery.
gets
just
rubbery.
gamey.
Yeah.
The-
All right. There's a reason. I'm going to get boring here. There's a reason that happens now, because they just blanch it. They just throw it in the water with the vegetables. So that chicken's just been boiled, and then was just thrown in the wok, really just to coat it, not to cook it. You got to cook the meat separate in the wok in the oil, and then take it out, and then do the vegetables, and then put them all back together. And the local guy doesn't feel like doing that. So your chicken tastes like a little rubbery. Might
oh,
Boy,
put
you're
a
that's
saying it
Teflon
should be
coat
cooked
on
in
top of it.
separate pans?
supposed to be. Yeah.
No, it
She, John
doesn't
Taffer would
have
get on
to.
the.
It's just Yeah, John.
You're
What the
cooking the
hell
chicken
are
and
you
you say,
doing?
what the hell are you doing? That's why you taste like rubber.
Rubber.
Fuck you.
That's
This is
why
how
you
we
got
do
half
it
the
here.
half the country's making jokes about you guys serving cat food because it tastes like cat.
This guy's drunk. You fuck yourself.
Then he's got to be a book about it. It's rubber, and he throws it on the floor. Now clean it up.
I love him getting in the face with the people too, like fighting. What, you gonna tell me what to do? You gonna just sit up and tell you?
That's
The thing is,
that's the morsel of the meal is when he yells at like the guy who's the dipshit, the owner who's thinks he's thinks he's the cool guy. And sometimes
he's
it's
got
like
each
it's got to
one.
be at some point they got to be like, hey, you got to bring something up bad so he can yell at you. Like, you gotta, producing that show.
You gotta like.
It's like you
The
gotta
whole premise of the show
drop the
is
silver around
sinister.
the ground so he can yell at you.
It's sinister. They've got these people by the testicles. They are basically hostage because they tell you we're going to spend like fucking tens of thousands of dollars to bring in new ovens, completely give this place a total workover, but you got to get humiliated on TV in front of this guy. And you got to just got to let them ream you.
You watch the show.
But he's
You know the deal.
They don't do that.
Everybody knows.
But they don't.
Do that.
But the ones I see, they don't like fix your kitchen up. They just clean it up. They don't give you new. At least maybe the ones I've been watching, maybe our later episodes.
They do.
They don't
Sometimes
replace
they get
all
new
your kitchen
equipment.
stuff. They just
I've seen them get stuff. Yeah. Not too expensive. But yeah, I've seen them like even do like put a wall in. I've seen them do stuff like that. Obviously they don't get crazy, but like.
But my favorite thing is that doesn't make that the one thing that I don't like about whatever he's doing is the fucking mixed drink. You got to make a mixed drink. Like, what is that? Like, you got to have a signature cocktail.
Signature drink. I think that was something that was like in style. You guys, he froze up. I think that was something that was in style for a while. That signature drink cocktail, that whole speakeasy kind of culture was happening in bars.
He does encourage people to go with a speakeasy theme sometimes.
Yeah. I think it was just cool.
Like if they think that's cool, he'll lean into it.
Well, I think it's going away.
He's
From what I
old.
can see, the last time I've been in a couple of cities, like I've hung out in Brooklyn this summer, going in back and forth to LA. My neighborhood in LA is kind of a bar neighborhood. That's changing really quickly. That speakeasy thing is like not the cool thing anymore.
What is the
more
cool
signature
thing?
drinks?
I don't see that many people out actually. Unless they're
That's
going
another
somewhere
thing.
else.
No one's drinking anymore.
They're just not out. I don't, like right after the pandemic, it was crazy. People were out like crazy, and I'm just
People
not
are
seeing
hooking
that
up.
now.
People are hooking up electronically. They don't need to go to bars to hook up.
Well, yeah.
And the whole bourbon craze is over. So
Yeah.
dudes being obsessed with whiskey and bourbon.
Yeah,
so now
they're
selling less. So they're like
it's probably
they're
too
shutting
expensive.
down distilleries for a while.
That is probably too expensive too, doing all that mixed drink shit, like people just want to get fucked up.
Yeah, people actually probably want to go to a bar and just talk and hang out and don't want to drink. Like they don't want to get wasted. And that's where you get the moolah when people start getting wasted.
Wasted, yeah, that's true. Or you get big, giant, expensive mixed drinks that take forever. Like if you ever go to any of those bars, it's like that started to happen when I was still drinking a lot. When you go to a bar, it's like it takes 20 minutes to get a drink, man. It's not fun to hang out at those places.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you're that's the unwritten thing too about people are like, oh, if you go to a place with a real bartender and a mixologist, I mean, if you're at a bar with a mixologist, you better just buy 3 beers and take them with you.
Yes. Right.
You have to watch this motherfucker, take the rind,
flip bottles,
take the piss, Slowly take the pith out while you're waiting for. Just give me a shot, man. Well, grab a bottle of whiskey while you're taking that pith.
All that shit's just to make alcoholics feel good, feel better. Like,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's the mood. It puts you in a festive mood. It's like, yeah, it's all alcohol. You know, the lighting of a place, like all that shit. You know, it's like it was. I mean, you know, Chicago had it's when I was growing up. It seemed Chicago had like a bar on every 3 blocks to be a bar. Like that's
still
how it
do.
seemed. It was so pervasive.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people. So I don't know if that's lasting out there in Chicago. It'd be interesting to ask.
It seems like it's lasting in Chicago, definitely. But it's
Yeah,
not
people are
like
still drinking.
they are, but it's still like it's the neighborhood bar. It's not. I don't see like the full bar. You know, there's like the people in the neighborhood who drink. They all know each other. It's like that, and it's even more so of like
Oh, okay.
they're all
Yeah.
like if you walk into a bar now, they all know each other. You know, in Chicago, all the people, but they don't know you. People, you know, you kind of feel weird. Where that didn't feel that way before.
Yeah.
It felt like, you know, anybody could walk into a bar. So they feel real neighborhoody now, but they're still open a lot, you know. Yeah.
All right. Good to know. Fuck, you just said something that I thought made me think of something. Now I forgot it.
Or how neighborhoody they are, or how you feel weird about going to a bar, a neighborhood bar.
No, I mean no. Oh yeah, you know, we have a friend that owns a bar, and
Mm-hmm.
and you know, and so through dry January, he's like, "Don't be a pussy," and so all the memes that he was sending out were like, "Don't be a fag, go fucking drink on January." This is a livelihood, you know. He's just like getting pissed.
Whoa.
The stupid dry January.
No,
So it's all
I gotta
jokes
lose.
about people blowing off dry January.
I gotta lose money because somebody came up with this shit. Who did
The
this?
stupid shit. Ruining our business.
It's so
We
weird
should
too.
go
Like
out
that's
and
so.
say,
Well, lucky for them, lucky for them, the Bears were in it for, and so every Sunday they were doing well. So that's really good too. They're actually got a lot of grit. Let's give them a little business. Escondite in Los Angeles, California.
Escondite,
Um,
downtown LA.
Chicago
Especially
sports, LA sports.
especially if you're a Chicago sports fan.
Yeah,
Uh,
if you're a Bears fan too,
Escondido.
Escondite,
Congratulations on a good
which means the
season,
hideout.
Raj.
What's that?
Raj, very good season. I says congrats on a good season for the Bears.
Oh, very surprising to me. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I had a nervous breakdown that second game they lost. There's,
Oh
and I was
man,
like,
did
I
you
have
get my
Bears hat.
text?
I was there.
that
Oh, you went to the
pass.
game.
No, I forget. No, I was at Escondite.
Oh, you were.
So I went to
Okay,
Los
yeah. Okay.
Angeles to see this game,
Got it.
partying with my buds, and then the whole time I'm like, we're winning, and we're hugging each other, and blah blah blah. And then the last 2 minutes, I'm like, what the fuck happened? And I was
That
like,
la-
what the
Uh,
fuck?
that last
Like,
pass.
how
I
many
mean,
years
that
of
pass.
ineptitude do I have to live through? It's
What do you
just a
think
stupid sport.
when he threw that pass though at the end when it looked like they were gonna win? I was
come
just like,
on, that looked like a miracle.
it was a mirror. It was. It looked like where did that dude come from to go catch that pass? He just threw it up in the air.
Oh
It was a
man, yeah, there's
miracle.
been incredible plays that are they're making him. Yeah, they're making him the star of one of the stars of the NFL. They're certainly pushing it,
Well, that's
and
good.
and he's not, and he's doing it in prime time.
Yeah.
These games are like the big games too, which has been awesome.
That
And I mean,
it
I don't know. You got
you
to get
hope.
close. You got to get close before you win it. And I think the Bears, of course, they didn't have enough to win the Super Bowl, but I mean, they got pretty damn close. Like, so next year, you
Good
know, you got
showing.
hope.
It's a weird
Yep.
year. This is a
However, what's
weird
up with the
year.
Lions?
Same thing. You know, same thing as the Bears. It's any of those teams, Bears, Lions, and Minnesota. It's gonna be tough for, or I'm sorry, Green Bay. It's gonna be tough because
Wait,
they're all
if we're
playing in
gonna
the
go
same
to
division.
Detroit, if we're going to Detroit, we got to call out the fact that the Pistons, I think, are number 1 in the East.
Yeah.
So Detroit's got it going on in NBA right now.
How are you doing?
Yeah.
How are the Celtics doing?
Great. We're just right behind the Pistons. Maybe a couple.
All right.
Because the Knicks are shit in the bed right now. So the Celtics
Are they?
got
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, we just
something happened.
We
They kind of
destroyed
fell.
Atlanta. We dropped 50 points on Atlanta in a quarter a little while back, and we had to rematch them again last night, and they just came out guns blaring, and we could not recover. So they were determined.
I saw that. Horatio, I wanted to.
Well, Delaney, are you I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. I'll find it and then
I'll talk to you about it. I was going to ask Delaney about the Patriots. I know you're not a big football fan, but are you excited?
A couple years ago, Milo decided to become a he's into Boston sports. They're just his team. They're his city. He just latched on to my old city, even though he was born in Queens, and he just identifies with all the Boston teams. And so when Belichick retired and all that, he decided this is the perfect time to get on the Patriots wagon. They're at the absolute bottom. I can, watch them rebuild, start, from the beginning. And they go to the fucking Super Bowl. So I'm kind of excited about it just because Milo is into football. And, I'm from New England.
Made a great noble choice to know when to start so that he could be a diehard fan. Because, when we were growing up, everybody was a Cowboys fan. Like, what? Get out of here.
On the hog.
I'm me.
My buddy's still a Cowboys fan. He's fucking from, he's from Queens too. And he's a goddamn
fan. We watched the Cowboys.
Sorry, moving around and fidgety.
Special. No, Jerry, you didn't like the Cowboys?
No. I always hated the Cowboys.
No, we liked our own teams. Like America's team.
Sure. You like your own team. Yeah.
Well, and also I was more of a Steelers fan too.
Okay.
Why were you a Steelers fan?
Well, back then it was.
Oh, it was either or.
Yeah.
Well, I was such a diehard. I couldn't do it. I couldn't root for anybody else.
Really? Even the Bears? Even when the Bears were terrible back then?
When the Bears were terrible, as they have been terrible, I don't root for. I only started rooting for another team when I got to New York, and I'm like, I had access to the tickets, so I chose the Jets to be my AFC team, and the Mets as well. It's baseball, but other than that, that was done as an adult, thoughtful, let me see.
I can go to these games,
but I still rooted against the Yankees. I went to the Yankees game and secretly rooted against the Yankees because Lauren Henry's amazing. Those amazing seats behind home plate, just off to the left of home plate.
It's great seats. Great Knicks. Great Knicks seats.
The Knicks seats are great. Yeah, but I'm talking about the Yankees.
Yankee seats are the best. He's right behind home plate. Yeah.
That is a good seat.
You want to? Have you seen this? Hold on. Let's see if I can get this.
Horatio. Is that Tracy?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get it. I can't get the.
I think what you're going to show me is that Tracy sees the old friend that he grew up with, like a homeless dude.
So. Now you tell me.
Don't talk to me like I owe you something. I didn't say that. Hey, boy, can I get something, please? No. When we was younger. Yeah, but I think I forgot. I'm homeless, boy. So what that got to do with me? I ain't do that. What's up? What's up? I remember.
Okay. Wait, so this happened. I guess this happened last week, but I don't know if Horatio. Me hanging around, this used to happen almost every day. I don't know if this is the same dude that would come up to him, But every time I would be hanging out with him, that would happen. Like somebody would come up to him in the street like, Tracy, you don't remember? And Tracy would get mad like, you get away from me. I'm serious. I'm like, this happens every day. I don't know why this is a big deal. Like, it's like I'm trying to look at the dude. It's like it might be the same dude that keeps doing this to him in New York. Like I don't know, but it literally happened to me every time I went out with him.
That's so fucking funny and crazy.
It never happened to you when you were with him? Like somebody come up to him like,
no, dude, I guess so. I mean, I laugh because I remember him saying stuff like that.
Right.
You know?
Oh, you nothing. Get away from me.
I didn't do that. I'm homeless, man.
I'm starting to think it's a bit that he has going on. It's a friend of his that keeps coming up to him. They keep going. Just keep doing that bit, man.
That'd be great.
Out of Mr. Chow. I'm gonna be coming out of Mr. Chow. You come. I'm gonna be in the lanes. You come out. I'm gonna come out of the lanes. You come out. You say.
You say, help me out. We used to go to grammar school together.
What is going on?
Yeah, he was ready. He knew how to play that scene.
The thing with Tracy is that it'd be so fun drinking with him, and then he'd go into insano mode.
Yeah, at some point in the night, it would just go. It would go. Yeah, it would go weird.
Like we partied with Tracy, but then you'd leave Tracy. Then Tracy would go with his own group. You know.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just stay with Tracy. But he loved to party, and he loved to party with you. And one time he was like, "Hey man, why don't you and Jimmy? Why don't we all go out one time?" Because me and Jimmy were famously going out a lot, and showing up to rehearsals hungover and stuff. So he's like, yeah. So we went with him, and we went to this place on 6th Avenue. And at a certain point, he takes his shirt off, and he starts like talking like that, like you don't. But he's happy. He's not like yelling. He's just being crazy and like loving life. And then he runs out of the bar and lays down on 6th Avenue, like in the line of traffic. He's just like laying there. And God knows what he's saying. Like, nothing could happen to me right now. And me and Jimmy are like, Tracy, please. Like, we're like, stop it. You're going to hurt yourself. We have to go out there like trying to stop traffic and shit. Well, like, we can't drink with Tracy. It's just it's a liability, And then, so we never really went drinking with him at that but then we always party with him after parties, of course, but never a solo with him because he would just go too nuts.
I wouldn't hang on because of that thing that happened with somebody coming up to him and going like, hey, I was out with him one night. We ended up in Harlem and that happened. And then he left me. He left, which is another famous story that he does with a lot of people. But that exact thing happened where we were in a restaurant or something. And some dude came up to him. Yeah. And it was bigger than that. It was like a big fight. Like the dude was like, man, fuck you, Tracy. He's like, fuck you. Fuck you. And he's like, all right, man, I'm going to see you later. I'm like, where am I? I don't know where I'm at, man. You in Harlem, man. You'll be all right. You drove me here. You're leaving me in like a chicken restaurant in Harlem. Like, I don't know. People are yelling. People want to yelling at you, want to kill you. And I'm left here. It was like, no more. That's it.
Oh yeah, I mean it's funny. It's just funny. I was remembering. I've told this story before, but every time I see something about Tracy, I remember going to that Caroline's. Remember Caroline's was down the street from the NBC. And he was just like, "Hey, I'm doing a show tonight. Why don't you come by?" Well, it's like it was probably like Monday or something, like Monday night maybe. So it was. I had nothing to do because you could write, but of course no one writes on Monday. And so we went, and Wait, what happened?
Tracy, where were we?
Where were you, Tracy?
This blank has been brought to you by now in 10-ounce
Brought
cans.
to you by, what is this? White Durban. White Durban by the good folks at Rhythm. Wait, what the fuck was the Tracy thing?
Where's that Fat Albert music?
Oh shit!
That's my brain failing.
Wasn't there a homeless guy around Second City who was always asking for a quarter John or something like that? There was a lot of homeless people still there, actually.
Oh no! The Caroline story. So I go, and we order some food and we watch the show. We say hi backstage and have a beer and we go back and we got watching. And there's like this family, like a full family, like a grandmother, grandfather, parents, and then like two, like kids, teenage kids, or maybe kids in their 20s. And he just does this bit about like, how you doing? And the lady looks like fucking George Bush's wife, Barbara Bush.
Right.
He's like, I know you old, but I bet you like to suck dick. I'm like, good Lord, I could not be more uncomfortable. Maybe a fucking. And he's like, yeah, and he just extends like, you like sucking that big old dick. It's like. I'm like so fucking cringy because these people are like tourists that are in just like, we're gonna go see Tracy from Saturday Night Live.
This isn't what he does on the show.
Yeah, you probably learned how to suck dick from your daughter, some shit like not like that. Who taught you how to suck? You're the one that's good. Oh my god! And so that was like never again as well. Plus, he always did his bits to you anyway. Like talking to him was him trying his bits out.
Yeah, you didn't know his whole act.
90% of the information that you got from Tracy was him pitching a joke.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty much.
Like, he never really talked about his home life.
Surgeon as I do. And when I went in there from one of my transplant clinic visits one time, I see a ruckus going on in the waiting room around the corner, and I look. It's Tracy basically doing his act for the staff. And we talked like humans for a second. And I found out that he also goes to Dr. Kapoor. We both just got kidney. Doctor. And then he went back to his routine. He was doing this whole Star Warsy thing. This is in a waiting room. I knew him for being an extra because he was nice to all the other extras, because he would just talk to he'd be having a conversation with someone and they'd walk away and he'd just look at me and pick up where he left off. I'm like, all right, I didn't get to the beginning, but I'll pick up.
Yeah, he's like that. Yeah, that guy left, but I'm still talking, still on stage.
Yeah. Sorry, Raj, I cut you off. I had to interject about Dr.
No, that was it. No, that's something you got to get used to. Like if you meet Tracy, he talks a lot in his bits. Not even you you're not included. It's not like right. No, it's not
right. No, it's a monologue.
Right. Yeah.
You remember the Hulk? Remember how the sad music on the Hulk? If you're like, yeah, no. Sad music on the Hulk. He's just running back. You can't add anything to it. Yeah, it was like this.
Yeah.
No, it was like this. Hulk would be sad.
Yeah, and it was. He'd have the bit planned out. Like you're a little kid, you sit by the TV. It's like, dan dan dan, dan 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 dan. Dun, dun, you crying.
Hey, Raj, what time weren't we at the Tonight Show in somebody's dressing room, and then Tracy came in and he had a tape He started playing a tape for us. What
Oh
was
no!
Yeah, that was the one we did. When I did the Christmas song with Fallon and him and
What tape was
Catan.
it?
Oh, it was
What
in
was
the
it?
dressing room.
It
wasn't
was a
that.
tape of music that someone had made.
Oh,
Was it his son?
He was pitching
Well,
it
I
to
think
us
it was
as
his
if we
son's
were
music or someone.
executives. I don't remember. I don't remember what the music was. But
He had this
he
beautiful
wanted to
gold
play it
chain,
for us.
oh, that chain.
and we listened.
The chain.
We did. We listened.
Did you sell that chain and go pay your taxes? What are you doing?
He did have some massive chains.
He had tax fraud, so he's like, nobody told me. I was here for a whole year. Nobody told me that I had to pay taxes.
Oh, no.
Nobody told you had to pay income tax. Nope. It's their fault.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you
That
see
sounds
some
like
diamond
Social
encrusted thing,
Security.
you'd be like, I don't know what it is, like the Knicks emblem or something. It's just like you just see it dangling from his neck one day. Like, all right. I mean, why not? Dude got $1 zillion from Walmart
Right? Yeah.
and also
Ooh.
being a part of many successful TV shows. Tracy got like his entourage got hit by a Walmart truck and driver fell asleep.
Oh, that's what
And
you
his
mean by
friend
Walmart.
died.
Yeah, I
A guy we
remember.
knew who
That
we
was
liked.
horrible. What?
Remember Jerry? What was that guy's name who passed away? He was always up at 30 Rock.
Yeah. The guy that died.
Really
I forgot
sweet
his name
dude.
now.
He looked
Yeah,
like
really
he's
nice guy.
giant dude.
Did he talk like a professor? Oh, I knew that guy. I know who you're talking about. It's coming back to me now. He was a cool
Yeah, they
guy.
always had him as like a bit
Because
like a tough. They always had him as like the tough guy.
Yeah.
You know
And yeah.
but he
the
was a
muscle.
sweetheart. Because Raj, I got to hang out with some of Tracy's people because his entourage would be hanging around in the hallway with me, while we're waiting to do our background thing, or sometimes we're just hanging out in the dressing rooms.
That's right.
There's another cat I used to hang out with. He was an extra. What was his name? He was a cool dude. Anyway, I can't see
William
Terry.
Fa- William Fowler William Fowler was an extra. William Fowler, what a great name. He was
That
an
is a
interesting
classic
cat. I hope
name.
he's still around. But then there was that guy that was in the Wes Anderson movie, in the elevator with
Andrew. Andrew's still
Andrew.
there. I'll see him once in a while.
Yeah, he's a great extra. He should win.
Andrew's the next.
Yeah, he should have an Oscar for best.
Raj, he's the next Andy.
Andy,
the old extra from the old.
Oh, the old
days.
extra.
Oh, yeah.
I did bits with him. Whenever you just hang around in the hall, he would show up pretty much for every show.
Just
and
be
if they
there
didn't
for
need
show.
him,
Yeah.
he'd split.
You just get in.
Yeah.
Like he wants like he was so comfortable backstage that he once was like talking with Jimmy, and we're all kind of just laughing and making jokes with the guy, and then the guy goes, "Well, why are you blowing your nose? Did you have your dick up there?" And fucking Jimmy was so mad. He's like, "What? What? That your dick up there?" He's like, "All right, man." And he walked away.
I remember one time Mark Lippis was saying that McManus said Andy wanted someone to do or wanted Lippis to do some kind of thing about him. And Lippis goes, "That man has a story to tell, and I'm not the one to tell it."
What do you want? Like a special done about him? Like a segment?
I don't know. I think
like a promote, maybe like a behind the scenes kind of thing. This guy's been an extra for 50 years.
Yeah, hats off to Andy.
Yeah, he fucking made that joke, and Jimmy hated him forever. They probably kicked him off the show like 2
That's not
two
Jimmy's.
weeks later.
Yeah, that's not Jimmy's sense of humor.
No, not at all.
But to be fair, that's not anybody's sense of humor.
Not really, no. I was telling somebody the other day. I was listening.
It's a
to,
bad joke.
It's a stupid joke. Yeah.
Tommy Blanchard would always tease Jimmy like no one else. He would berate Jimmy and tease him, and it was like the only person who could kind of get over on Jimmy, and he loved it. He fucking loved it. Because no one would. When you're getting up there in the business, people start being scared of you and stuff.
Nobody fucks with you.
Now, what did Jimmy target him for? Being a pretty boy?
Yeah, just fucking with him, just whatever kind of thing. We're always hanging out together, drinking, so we got to be friends together. But every once in a while, then he'd break out the teasing, and it'd be funny. It would be really. It wasn't offensive at all. It was funny.
Well, that's Tommy.
He's pretty good at bringing people down. He would tease McKay. we were just standing in line for something, and he came up behind McKay and was like, "Excuse me, but I need a big sweaty behemoth." Like, oh, there you are.
Shit like that, exactly. Shit like that.
He said he was one of the guys who had to convince Conan to be the butt of the joke. He's like, no one wants to see some guy with a fucking surgeon for a dad and a lawyer for a mom, fucking with a silver spoon shitting on people. Like,
yeah,
no, you gotta be the target.
That actually
Conan
really worked for Conan. That worked for Conan the best. That's one of the best things that worked for him, is being able to joke about himself, because no other talk show host does that. They don't put themselves down.
No,
they just kind of going about their business.
It's charming. It's very charming when the guys, when the millionaire funny guy is the underdog. That's fantastic.
Johnny didn't like being put down either. Johnny could take a joke once in a while, but it had to be like a wife joke or something like that. He didn't want to be put down. Whereas like brutalizing Conan was the main game of those bits. Once I copped to that, he liked that. He liked when you would twist the knife.
Because the game was working. When the game's working,
if it's working,
who cares?
Yeah, it's working. Yeah.
I think his mother's a teacher or a nurse.
Oh, is she a professor? I don't know. Whatever it was,
Yeah.
his family was well to do. Boston. He went to Harvard.
Yes.
Oh, and
yes.
the Harvard thing too.
Yeah,
and
right.
He was already a successful writer as well. He'd had his SNL years behind him. So
Simpsons.
now, I was thinking about that. How Letterman never kissed
The O.J.
anyone's
Simpsons?
ass. He always treated everybody like they were some regular schmo that had just wandered into the studio. Like, he acted like Mel Blanc was just some ho-hum guy. When he got older, though, then Letterman started getting a little, I would say, ass-kissy, but he would kind of roll out the red carpet for people. But when he was younger, he didn't really care.
No, that's why we loved him, because he would confront people in a funny way. Like, that's kind of the thing that show had, was that he would never give. He would always fucking be on top of somebody. He always had the topper or whatever, right?
But he
like
wasn't
if he had someone on that was kind of ridiculous, he'd call it out.
That's true.
Make fun of it.
That's true.
You guys carry on. I'm going to change the battery.
All right. What's that machine sound? You hear that?
Somebody's vacuuming.
It's a vacuum cleaner for my from the house cleaner.
The perfect time to change batteries.
Is that your AI? Is that your AI robot doing the cleaning back there?
Yeah. Robot.
Hey, Roger, those prescription glasses you got on there?
Yes.
They are, because we want to see your eyes. Can't we see your beautiful, lovely eyes?
I think that that it is true that you have to kind of let people in. So,
They're very tinted.
I have a
Uh-oh.
sty.
Oh no. I see it. How did I? No,
Whee!
I've never asked you to take the glasses off before when you didn't have a sty. It's the one sty day that I get you. You know, I had a sty
Yeah,
one time. They
it gives me
told
an
me to put a
excuse. It gives
warm.
me an excuse to wear these in the evening.
I know, but you wear them all the time on the show. It kind of masks your expressions, you know, a little bit. Hey,
Yeah, I know. It makes it
did you
look
do
like I'm
the?
wearing a mask.
It's all smoke. Smoke and vacuum. Ah, this show is gone.
It
Is
has to get done,
spiraling.
Delaney. Don't worry. It has to get done.
It's spiraling. That's the vacuum's on fire.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
That smoke is the vacuum.
Oh my God, it's on fire. Let's see.
We've been on so long that
Uh, um,
just the
um,
house cleaning has commenced. Oh, she's opening a window. Let that smoke out from the from the flaming vacuum. Yeah, I'm gonna start smoking again. This is a marathon.
okay, 200. Um, my mom's going to negotiate with the next door gardener. The people next door hire a gardener, and so we're going to negotiate to clean the yard. We
For him
gotta.
to put the blanket on the tomatoes.
Well, what happened is that we got a notice from the community. They're like, you guys have too many weeds, so I had to go out there and get the weeds out. Who got the
You had to
weeds
wait.
out? Me,
Wait,
me,
but
me, me,
your
me.
your yard is made of stone. I guess there's weeds
Yeah, we
enough.
had little. Well, there's a pine tree above it, so the pines fall down and they start growing their own on the ground,
Mm,
which is
mm,
which is
I see.
beautiful. It's trying to make a forest. You see,
You got to go
trees trying to make a
xeriscape
family
with that yard. Why can't you xeriscape it? Why does everyone have to have stone? Why can't it just be earth?
because they
Or
don't
is
want
that the
you
earth?
using water. You get breaks. You get breaks from the city if you don't use water as much. So if you put fake grass on your rocks or on your grass where your
What
grass used
what
to
if you
be,
just
but
don't
here's
have
a lot of
grass at
stone.
all and you just what if you just go natural? Why does
I
the
mean, like
stone
just
have to
pave
be
it
there?
all over, like a
No.
driveway of a garage.
No. No, just let it be natural earth and plants.
Although, because it would look messy, it would look there's weeds that would grow up. It would just look like someone left the neighborhood or died or something.
Better
It's
than all
just these
that
little
stone.
things that help the appearance of the neighborhood. I understand it. I have been
All
lax
right.
with the weeds.
So you're gonna
I'm about to
hire
go
the
out there with the.
gardener.
Yeah, we're gonna hire the gardener to pick up all the junk, like all the stuff that's falling off the trees. Just spruce it up a little bit. Things have to be cut. I mean, people are really interested in my what I
Your
have to deal
lawn.
with.
Well, you know what's more interesting is after we're done, I'm going to go, I think, up to Larchmont to Milo's old job to play the Mandalorian pinball machine. But, you know, it's getting to be after school now. The kids are already out of school, so now I got to compete with the children for the machine. That's no fun.
Do they have the thing on top of the pinball machine? The
What thing?
extra?
Your picture? No,
No, there's a topper. They call them toppers. And if you
it
get to a
doesn't
certain
have
point,
that.
this thing lights up on top, and one of them is my
Oh,
face. So I was
really?
gonna say, go for it. Yeah.
No, but the version they have at Unrivaled is the name of the place. Unrivaled in Larchmont, New York. Is they do have a get Mithril setting challenge. So they're often urging you
That's
to
I mean,
capture Mithril, which is you. And
and I hope you go for it. I hope you go for it. Or
I've never
capture me.
gotten confirmation that I captured Mithril. Um, but it does have a rendering of your face on the side. Also, the side plank, is painted with some characters, and you're on there. Uh-oh.
Jerry, you were going to say something about Chewbacca.
What are I gonna say about Chewbacca?
Speaking of Star Wars, you were going to say something about Chewbacca.
Raj, you
Um,
said that you were like Chewbacca in the year one. You said you're there, kind of there and running around with everybody, but you don't really say anything.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm there. I'm running around. Don't say much.
Well, that's what I meant by the Chewbacca thing. And then you went on this story about listening to primates screaming during the night. It was an interesting connection.
Oh, that was the best part is just listening to Ramus talk about stuff like just Ramus stories. When
Oh,
it,
for
when we
sure.
weren't filming, and he's really
Did he tell?
a loving
Did he
guy. Like
tell any
he would hang
tips?
out. But
Yeah.
something happened on the set that I thought was like really cool. Was like his son was probably like 15 or 16, and his dad was in a chair, and it's like his son sat on his lap, and I was like, wow, that's
That's
they
amazing.
love each other. You know,
Oh,
teenagers usually are like, I'm getting the hell out of here. And I'm like,
are you
wow, he's
kidding?
still like a loving gesture.
yeah, that's a
That is
little
very
much.
sweet.
I mean,
It's a lot.
I don't know. Your
You
son
know what?
still sit in your lap, Dutch?
Hell no. No, he'll give me a hug as long as he's got some warning. But when he was a teenager, he'd be like, "Get the fuck off me," and he'd be like, "Get away from me, you pedophile."
Oh, that's right. He called you a pedophile.
That was a shocker. And so, Raj, I want to know if he brought up Animal House. Any mentions of the Animal House or the Caddy Shack?
What do you mean? Oh, no. In fact,
Ramus, when Ramus was spinning yarns.
I went to like an open mic bar one time while we were filming there, and
Yeah, that's when Ramus was
there was a
like,
kid.
Hey, lady, I bet you suck dick. I bet you like to suck dicks, don't you?
Hold on.
sorry,
See,
this callback is being interrupted by. I think Raj is falling into a softball game or something. What's going on?
Right?
He's
The
happened
sky's
to
sure
ball in a
blue.
baseball game, and they've enlisted him.
Right field. Raj is a really pretty good baseball player. If you didn't know that,
I know.
really good hand-eye
He told me
coordination.
I've heard about it. The one time I
okay,
went
cool.
to
Please
LA
eat.
for a long time, it was COVID.
Okay,
It was
mom.
COVID the whole time. Then the one time I went to Vegas for a long time, it was fucking 125 degrees.
Well,
So I couldn't do anything in Vegas. In LA, I could look at
still there?
everything, but I couldn't go in. And then in Vegas, I could barely leave the house or a car.
it's Vegas. Yeah. I mean, right now is a good time of year. I'm
It was
sure,
too
right,
hot.
Horatio? It's like it gets cold at night,
Yeah, now it's perfect.
hot in the day.
Now it's great.
Um,
So you
My
went to
headphones
stand up
aren't
with
working, but
Timus?
what's that?
Before you wandered off, you were talking about Harold Ramis something.
Oh yeah, Harold Ramis. No, that I saw this kid did the monologue from Caddyshack, Bill Murray's monologue.
Yeah,
Right, so he's dressed up as a he's dressed up as a golfer, and this is like
about the Dalai Lama.
yeah, he looked like a teenager, but it was this little black guy doing this thing dressed as a golfer, and I was like, I told him how great it was and everything. And then I told Ramus, I'm like, this is crazy. Last night I went to this open mic and this guy does the monologue from Caddyshack, Unga Gadunga. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. And he just didn't give a shit. And I'm like, I wonder why he didn't give a shit. And it's like, that's probably because Bill Murray just wrote it himself.
oh, right. Yeah, he just improvised it. yeah, he just did it himself. Yeah, that makes
And he
sense.
talked about being sad about Bill Murray, like he doesn't know what happened. He was talking about it.
Are they still like on the outs?
Really?
Bill Murray was on the outs until I don't know if he maybe said, maybe talked to him when he died, but until he was dead.
Yeah, he was dying, and they had to get together. They had like a little powwow. They sort of grokked it out a little bit before Ramos is too far gone.
I'm glad because he's like, I don't know what happened, man. Maybe this happened, but I was.
Interesting.
Something to do with. It happens all the time. You get fights, start fighting. Look, happened with Adam and McKay. Adam McKay and Will.
And Will.
Yeah.
Right.
I hope they fix that and just start making comedies and just fuck it and go for it.
I think
right.
they will. I feel like they still eventually do another comedy together. I hope so.
It'd be nice to get a line or two in a movie. At some point in my life,
line in a movie.
Get an opportunity to say a line in a movie. Be an extra.
I was spoiled. The first big movie I was ever in was The Other Guys, and it's like, yeah, it's going really good, and I was totally spoiled. That's an actual good movie. I've been in a handful of movies that weren't very good. The first movie I was in was Boat Trip. Roger's movie.
Boat Trip is a good movie.
One line.
I'm having audio problems, but Dana wants to know what platform we're using. The lovely Dana from Chicago, Improv Days, and also she's we're on Ecamm, right, Jerry? She wants to know what platform we're using.
What I use Ecamm. Yeah, it's just for
Ecamm.
Just for Mac.
We miss you too, Dana.
It's got all these little things, bells and whistles, which I don't use that much in here, like all the music and stuff. But yeah.
Can you do this thing with YouTube as well? I'm sure you can.
We're on YouTube. Oh, you mean can I do this kind of stuff on YouTube, like with the little stuff? No, you got to have some kind of software, OBS or something to work with, so I can talk to you guys. Otherwise, I'd just be like on myself,
Oh, I see. We'd all have to be in the same room.
Yeah. I got back on Instagram, so if I get enough followers, we can go on Instagram too on this. Took me 5 years to get back on Instagram.
Oh, did they boot you?
Are you back on?
I got off and I couldn't get back on. Yeah, they wouldn't let me get another
they didn't forgive
account.
You.
Yeah.
That's one of those big splits, That's like Will and Adam splitting up. When Jerry and Instagram, all of a sudden, it's like, what happened? I don't know what happened. It could have been this. It could have been that. Everybody wants to know.
I mean, we were all good, and then one day it wasn't good anymore.
Well, I guess they were saying in the trades that the whole that Lakers movie. You wanted to play the owner.
Oh, right.
Will wanted to play the owner, and he wanted
to play Dr.
And HBO wanted O'Reilly because it was more like art house. He's more of HBO, like serious movies and stuff.
He looks just like him. He looks just like him. I don't know what Will looked like when he did it. He probably did a good job with him too, but it was amazing.
Yeah, who knows?
Who looks like who?
But
help me on this one.
He looks more like Jerry Buss. Who ended up playing him? John C. Reilly. So there's a movie.
Yeah, John C. Reilly.
It's a show. It was a show on HBO. You saw it, the Showtime show about the Lakers.
And Adam was one of the executive producers on it.
Adam was the executive producer.
Raj watched it.
And
right. And Adam, Will wanted that part.
Will wanted to play Jerry Buss. He wanted to play the lead role. And HBO wanted John C. Reilly to play it. John C. Reilly ended up doing it. And if you see John C. Reilly in like a picture, get a picture of him. I mean, he looked just like him in the thing. I was actually shooting next door to them when they were doing that, and I saw him, and just like he really looked like Jerry Buss.
I mean, but there must have been other shits going on too, as they are with everyone.
It sounded like
it was other things. Adam wanted to, I think, do his own thing, and that he ended up with his Oscar nominations and whatnot. And I don't think there was a place for Will in that journey that he wanted to take. I mean,
unfortunately, yeah. I mean, that's the reality of it. But you still got to do Step Brothers sequel, man.
Right?
That would be a good one for those guys to come back together for.
I was supposed to be in Step Brothers, and I couldn't do it because I was doing a TV show, and they sued me. No, that wasn't sued me. No, not Step Brothers sued me. No, I couldn't do Step Brothers. No, it was Walk Hard. Walk Hard sued me. Walk Hard sued me because I had done part of the movie. I started shooting. I'd done like the vocals, and then I couldn't do it. I was on a TV show. They wouldn't let me off. And then they started sending me letters in the mail.
Who sent you letters?
Your part in Walk Hard?
The movie, the production company.
What vocals?
So I was I played the singer. I played that singer. Craig, he ends up losing his voice or whatever. Craig ended up doing them. And I'd done the singing part. I went in and recorded it. Whatever. I'm supposed to be singing a song at the opening scene. I don't even know if they left that in. And I'd already sung the song. For abandoning ship. Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy.
But you worked it out, right? Did you work it out?
Yeah, I would call my agent. I was just like, "Why am I getting these letters?" They're like, "Oh, you're gonna get them. Don't worry about it." And nothing happened. But yeah.
Okay.
They were like, "You're in breach of contract."
I get those from Easy Pass.
Yeah. Yeah, not cool. It wasn't cool for my reps to do that because they were just like, "Oh, you'll be able to do it." And I'm like, "I don't know, man. I'm not, I got to get the time off to be able to do this movie." And they're like, "Oh, you'll be doing it. Just go ahead." And so I started doing it.
True.
And then
being reliable is very. Yeah. No. Yeah, you don't need that.
Well, I'm like,
Walk Hard's a good movie.
They'll all talk. They're all like big business. They'll work it out. And I'm like, no, they didn't. They did not work it out at all.
It's usually with like agents and managers. It's just like they want, like everybody else, they want the commissions. Like, hell yeah, do it.
Yeah,
do it. We'll figure it out. And then they talk to a line producer who's like, no, we're not going to figure it out. Yeah. What you're asking is not going to happen. It's not working for us.
That's right. Yeah.
Some jackass was like, don't worry, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? I'm getting these letters in the mail. They're like, yeah, you'll get them. I'm like, are you getting them too?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, ignore them. Like, there'll be some consequence later, but nothing to worry about now. You'll get a fucking letter saying that you owe $8,000 to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell California that I'm no.
Curtain. Rod just put up a blank curtain, and no one can know what's happening behind it.
They shouldn't know.
I had audio issues, so I basically have to have the phone like 4 inches from my ear to hear. I don't know why or what the madness is, but that's why I'm.
I really don't have to have you here. I can like take you off.
Before the sun goes down.
Or I could.
Oh, it's the Charlie's Angels effect. Hello, angels. Charlie.
Why don't you put a picture of me that you find on the internet?
Do us a favor, Charlie.
And it'll just be, you just see my face, and it'll be like the old days when you'd report from somewhere.
Right, like you're reporting, like you're back in the Middle East.
Yeah.
No, I gotta go. I gotta
And it
hug
was
you guys.
all right. Yeah, let's do it. Let's hop off.
See you, bros. I will see you. See you next week.
Yep.
See you next week, everybody.
Actually, next week maybe we might be doing Friday, so just stay tuned.
All right.
Stay tuned,
If you can do that. All right, man.
Whoa, whoa. I can't do the Fat Albert sound, but if you could do it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put it up so we can have. I'm gonna download it so we'll have it all. You know.
Yeah, let's have that sting ready to go.
Exactly.
Raj, can you do it on the way out?
I think
Fat Albert. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, see you, Jerry.
Be good. Well, that's the end of that. I meant to come on and talk to everybody like by myself. I probably should take off my cleaners behind me. But yeah, I was going to talk about the Tracy thing, but yeah, it seemed like that happened every time I went out with him, or somebody would like stop us. That guy, or a guy like that, would stop us and say, "Hey, I'm homeless now. Help me out." And Tracy would be like, "I don't need to give you help," and then that would be the end of the whole thing. Yeah, my little back camera got messed up a little bit. What else was going on this week? Not too much going on in comedy. We talked about SNL last week. Watched that. So, yeah, and still working on getting some more guests in here. So, just stay tuned. The whole idea with this podcast or live stream was that I could pop up at any time with anybody and talk to anybody. So now that I'm going to be having a little bit more time, hopefully I'll be able to do that, and we can have somebody pop in. I could actually ask if anybody's around today. Yeah. Also, if anybody is interested, I am on Instagram, so you can look for that up on this channel. I'll put the address, and then I did figure out my Discord. So if anybody's watching this after I've done it, hopefully you didn't turn it off. I'm gonna put the Discord invite up on this channel. I could even put it in the comments in this channel, but I'll put it up on my on the info on my channel. So if you want to go on my Discord, you can. And like I said, I'm also on Instagram now. I'm always been against social media. Against is probably the wrong word. I just felt like it wasn't for me. But I'd like to get this to be seen by a few more people. I was never really interested in this live stream being like a mass thing that a whole bunch of people watch, but I do know that there's like 70 to 100 people who I kind of regularly watch the show. I would say 50 core people who watch it. If this is something you like doing, throwing this on while you're doing dishes or whatever, then cool. So, but I'd never meant for it to be just slop, or something that was a mass audience, just something to watch. I really meant for it to be people who are really interested in listening to comedians talk about comedy and about what they do. I still, though, think that it's probably important to go on different platforms like Instagram or whatever. You never know what happened to one platform. Oh, also, this is the first day that we came on Substack. So, yeah, just wanted it to be available to the people who want to watch it and who want to watch me talk about it. Again, if you never watched this before, every Thursday I come and talk to Horatio and I talk to Delaney. We talk about comedy, improv, mostly from that background because all three of us had that background. But then I have been talking to people in all different forms of comedy, people who come from stand-up, who are in sketch, who are improv, what have you. And the whole conceit, the thing of the show playing in the back of the room is talking to people who really know comedy. The whole idea of playing to the back of the room is playing to the other comedians who might be standing and watching you before they go on. And so that's a different kind of talk, a different kind of discussion. It's a language that, you know, the comedians, the people, funny people all share. And that's the whole idea with the show. So, yeah. So if you're into that, if you want to listen to us, come back. Some of the guests that I talked about getting later on, I talked to Tim Meadows. I really want to pin down a time to get to talk to him. I do one-on-one interviews. Like I said, every Thursday I come on with Horatio. Sometimes Kevin Dorff, Mike Delaney. We talk. Anybody else who wants to talk. That's kind of just an informal discussion of us talking about whatever was going on in our lives. But we always kind of bring it back to our jobs and comedy and stuff like that. But I have been doing these one-on-one interviews where I talk to different comedians, and most of them are friends of mine, people that I've known. I should say most of them. All of them are people that I've known, work with. And we have that talk. Just have talked about how comedians talk about comedy. So anyway, yeah, I might come on a little bit later on today. I'm thinking about, since I got some time, I got to run some errands, but maybe I can convince somebody to come on later today. But thanks a lot for joining me once again. And see you next time. Yeah, if I come on later today, come on with me. I'm going to go see what Tim Heidecker's doing right now.